Open the door to unlimited possibilities. Whether you want to transfer to a four-year university or earn an associate degree, financial aid and hundreds of career programs are here to help make it all happen.
I can do this.
It's time to take control of your future. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniels is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Runners go. This ball's drilled to left. It is headed back to the wall. It is gone. It is gone.
Celebrate the boys in blue at Dodger Stadium for Filipino Heritage Night on Tuesday, June 3rd versus the New York Mets. Purchase a special ticket package and receive an exclusive Filipino Heritage Night jersey. Experience Filipino culture, live music, and performances in Centerfield Plaza. Don't miss out on a night of celebration. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
As we were saying,
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and the Angels, the return of Clayton Kershaw. Former Dodger Tyler Anderson on the mound for the Halos. First pitch coming up at 6:10.
Joining Tim Cates on Dodgers on Deck.
I accept everybody for who they are.
This is Dodger Insider David Bassett.
All right, DV, I can't stop thinking about the interview you had with Clayton Kershaw earlier this week. Really insightful to hear him talk about how eager he is, David, to come back and pitch after all the injuries.
Yeah, it's something that meant a lot to him because he did not want to go out with a bad knee, a bad foot. He obviously was upset he couldn't be more part of the Dodgers postseason last year, but certainly was a supportive teammate, and that's all he could do, so he wanted to be all in with that as much as he possibly could be. But this means a lot to him, means a lot to his family, and means a lot to the Dodgers to have Clayton Kershaw back on the mound. He means a lot being around the team because everybody just sees how hard he works and the work ethic he has, and he kind of sets the tone for the rest of the pitching staff and other players on the team. This guy's in his 18th season. He's going to the Hall of Fame. He has his Cy Youngs. He has his MVPs, but he's the first guy on the field. So that sets the tone for everybody else in that clubhouse. And the question today, Tim, is where's the fastball velocity going to be? And is it going to be enough to create the separation that he needs from his slider and, not only just the slider that goes to the back foot of right-handed hitters, but the slider that appears to look like a cutter? Is it going to be enough? But the one thing everybody discounts is the competitive nature of Clayton Kershaw. He will outcompete whoever's in that batter's box. He may not have the same fastball he even had last year, but he's going to find a way. He always finds a way, and he's not going to tap out. So that's one thing we can be certain of today.
David is driven by Ford. If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with the Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, all-electric. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. For so many years, we saw A.J. Ellis behind the plate. Austin Barnes behind the plate. Will Smith catching Clayton Kershaw. And tonight, he's going to have another catcher in Dalton Rushing.
And they're not strangers because Dalton Rushing caught Clayton Kershaw's last rehab start, so they do have a rapport with each other. And Kershaw even praised Dalton Rushing after that rehab start that he really enjoyed throwing to him. So he's comfortable with him. Dalton Rushing's a guy that's going to take the lead of Kershaw. He's not going to be going out of bounds here and calling his own game. Kershaw will be calling his game, and the pregame routine with Kershaw certainly is a big deal for Dalton rushing, and he has the self-confidence to be able to be settled back there as the receiver. And also, you heard Dave Roberts mention this in his press conference. The Dodgers want to get Will Smith off his feet more, so he's more fresh for the second half of the season. Tomorrow, the Angels have a left-hander and Yusei Kikuchi on the mound, a day game after a night game. So it made sense to have Rushing catch tonight and Will Smith catch the day game tomorrow.
It's time now for the Dodger Derby as we look at the races at Santa Anita, and we pick, and we're looking at tomorrow's fourth race, a mile and an eighth. It is a 6-horse field currently going into tomorrow's fourth race. David, who do you like tomorrow out at Santa Anita?
Man, you are becoming a big-time horse racing guy here, Tim Cates.
I am.
I'm going back to my Italian roots, the number 4 horse, Firenze Flavor.
All right.
The jockey, not Italian. His last name's Van Dyke, not Dick. Drayden
Van Dyke. All right, the 4-horse. I'm going to go with the 2-horse as Catch Can.
That was my second choice.
That was my first one. You got to go first, David. Celebrate 90 years of horse racing at Santa Anita Park every Friday through Sunday with millions in payouts every race day. Get on track for experiences like Memorial Weekend, Carnival, free Fridays with drink specials, and California Beer Festival. Explore experiences at santaanita.com/events. Coming up here on Dodgers on Deck, you'll hear from Blake Snell. We'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup, but up next, your Dodgers magical moment. Dodgers and Angels, first pitch is 6:10. I'm Tim Case, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports talk.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
More than ever, you need a friend in the auto business, and Galpin Ford has been that friend for 8 decades and counting, helping families throughout Southern California find the perfect car, truck, or SUV. And it starts with the Bachman family, who have built a culture centered around you, the customer. That approach made Galpin Ford the largest volume Ford dealer in the world. The same approach applies to every Galpin brand, all 12 of them. You design your buying experience. Do it all online with at-home delivery, shop online and pick up your new car in person, or come to Galpin Ford off the 405 at Roscoe and experience the world-class treatment that thousands receive every month. It starts at Galpin.com.
Protect your home and property now. Start at the house and work your way out. Harden your home with fire-resistant upgrades to better protect it from the threat of wildfire. Create defensible space by clearing away dead vegetation within 100 feet of your home. Pay special attention to the first 5 feet surrounding your home and other structures on your property. Learn more from CAL FIRE on what it means to be ready at readyforwildfire.org.
Hey, it's David Vassay. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navian. We know Navian tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navian also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navian is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even, high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavianInc.com/Dodgers.
Why cook with Misola corn oil? Because a study has shown that corn oil can reduce cholesterol up to 2 times more than extra virgin olive oil. Visit Misola.com to learn more about the study. Misola, make it with heart.
Hey, this is Andre here. If you're looking for all your ingredients and creating the perfect meal, head over to Superior Grocers. Choose from the freshest seafood, produce, or meats. You always hit home run at Superior Grocers. Superior Grocers, quality, variety, and value.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Leading you up to Dodgers and Angels on this Saturday night, Clayton Kershaw makes his debut here in 2025. First pitch at 6:10.
Hot dogs here. Not a ball game without a hot dog. Who wants a hot dog?
It's time for the Hoffy Magical Moment.
It's magical.
It's magical.
Presented by Hoffy Hot Dogs.
Well, Dodgers taking on the Angels. We go back to July 15th, 2022 at the Big A in Anaheim. In the final start before the All-Star game for Clayton Kershaw, he took a perfect game into the 8th inning.
Taylor Ward is on deck. Trout not playing tonight. The 1-2. Call strike 3 on the outside corner. Kershaw's first strikeout of the game, and is against Shohei Ohtani. Line 1 to right, and hands are Alberta. There's a shot. What a play by Trey Turner. Picks it up, throws to first, and gets him! The third spectacular defensive play turned in by the Dodger infield. First, Justin Turner. Then Hanser Alberto, and now Trey Turner keeping the perfect game intact for Clayton Kershaw. What a play! This crowd standing as one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Strikeout number 6. Kershaw is perfect through 7.
He was perfect through 7. Unfortunately, Luis Rengifo, a double in the 8th inning, ended Clayton Kershaw's perfect game. This Hoffy magical moment brought to you by Hoffy Hot Dogs. Hoffy, SoCal's local treasure for nearly 100 years. Hoffy Hot Dogs, local and so great. When we continue here on Dodgers on Deck, we'll head back out to Dodger Stadium, check in with Jose Mota. It leads up to first pitch. Clayton Kershaw makes his debut. Dodgers, Angels. I'm Tim Case, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
If you've been injured in an accident, Jacoby Meyers will go to bat for you and fight for the justice you deserve. With over 50 years of experience in the field and the trust of tens of thousands of clients, Jacoby Meyers has the winning record you want on your side. Jacoby Meyers handles every case with the same level of care, and your case matters at Jacoby Meyers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. For a free consultation, call 1-800-5-MILLION today. Jacoby Meyers, let the big league lawyers fight for you.
When it's game on, it's time for Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo's. The triple play of flavor. With meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
I can afford to follow my dreams.
I can afford to do whatever I put my mind to.
I can afford college.
Start your future at a California community college. Financial aid is available to help with tuition, books, and sometimes even the rent.
I can afford to invest in myself and my future.
It's time to take the next big step. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
We want to remind you that every time the Dodgers win, Cars for Kids wins because we're making a donation. And you should too. Donate that old car to Cars for Kids now. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today, and they'll pick up your car as soon as tomorrow. It's the quickest, easiest way to get rid of your unused vehicle. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. That's 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. Remember, that's Cars with a K.
This is Morongo Casino, Dodgers on Deck. On your home for the Blue all season long.
Leading up to Dodgers and Angels, Clayton Kershaw makes his 2025 debut. First pitch coming up at 6:10. Let's head back out to Dodger Stadium. David Vassay and Jose Mota, guys.
All right, Jose, for the first time this season, we could say it's Kershaw Day. Pretty exciting day here at Dodger Stadium.
Always energy, intensity, history, presence, all present here today because Kersh brings something that very few have in the game. With longevity, with success. I mean, his winning percentage in baseball is the top, right? This guy stays in games, and he's told you this many times, and he's told me this. You pitch to win, not to compete, not to just give your team a chance. You pitch to win, and hopefully, because he had a little prolonged rehab, we'll see him with no limitations, as Dave Roberts said, go out there and get some runs and win tonight.
Did you catch that play he made in his last rehab start where he was able to come off the mound, grab the baseball that was down the third base line, turn and throw? I feel like that's the last check mark to believe that he's healthy.
That's right, because I did see that play, and now that you mention it, I remember him spinning and throwing, and with no rush whatsoever, considering that he could be worrying about the knee and about the toe. He pretty much said, if I'm on the mound, if I'm on the field, it's because I'm ready to contribute. I'm glad he told Dave Roberts that about, the limitations today, and just let me be somebody that's just a normal person out there. So that takes you to a couple things. Number one is, any decision made on Kershaw tonight will be strategic, not preset. So he can dictate a lot of what happens here tonight in terms of how many pitches, how far he goes. But at some point, if he's cruising and he's at a certain amount of pitches, there's no need to push him, but hopefully he'll get through 5 innings.
Yeah, the one thing about Kershaw that's been talked about in his rehab starts is the fastball velocity. Is that something that could affect him moving forward if his velocity is below 90 miles an hour?
It could affect him if he doesn't locate it. But I think Kershaw has reinvented himself so many times that he is more dominant. He's more slider dominant. We know that. With the slider stealing a strike in the outer half early against an aggressive team and a young team, if they get to chase, velocity is not going to matter. But if he has no command and he leaves out over the plate, it could be a very long night against him. But I just don't see that happening because he's going to be amped up for this. And personally, I want to see him get closer and closer with a couple more Ks here and get to that 3,000 soon.
Yeah, I asked him about that a couple of springs ago. Is that driving him to try to achieve 3,000 strikeouts? He's only 32 away. He said absolutely not. This is about his kids. This is about not being taken out by injuries.
Yes, and I think the mentality and his narrative and his mindset has changed a little bit since last year, too, saying, if I'm healthy, there's no end of the line here. If I'm contributing, I'm going to continue to pitch. But, Dave, I want to ask you this. If you're that close to something like that, I just can't, in my human mind, think that it's not a driving force not to continue to pitch, but to say, I need to get back to pitching and get to that mark or get through that mark, but certainly it's going to be in his mind.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like a guy that's 2 home runs away, 5 home runs away from 500, 300, whatever it is. You hope that Kershaw doesn't try to chase strikeouts because if his fastball velocity is not there, it's going to be hard to chase 32 strikeouts.
It's going to be hard. It's going to take a while, but we'll see how it all comes. I mean, last time he was on the mound in a full season, he did lead the Dodgers in starts, so obviously he's a different Kershaw now. But also his fastball average 90 last time he pitched in a full season, along with the slider at 86, 89. But I want to just see their separation. He's always told me that too. Like, it could be that my fastball's not where I need it to be, but I need to separate the slider from it a little bit more so it doesn't all look the same to the hitter.
Right. The one thing we know is that he's going to outcompete everybody. So that's going to be something you can't measure. He's going to try to impose his will on this Angel lineup and everybody else.
As Freddie Freeman has told me many, many times, it was no fun to face him, but he can make every pitch look the same and make you look bad on any pitch.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody says it comes right out of the same spot. That's what makes it tough. Thanks, Jose. We'll check back in with you and Steven Nelson a little bit later. For now, we'll send it back to you, Tim, on Kershaw Day.
Yeah, happy Kershaw Day, guys. That's the Dodgers game plan. What's your game plan, Dodger fans? How about starting your future at a California community college? Financial aid is available to help you with tuition, books, sometimes even the rent. It's time to take that next big step. Classes, you can fill it quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com. Still to come here on Dodgers on Deck, we'll get you a preview of this pitching matchup. Jose will be back with Nelly and get you those keys to the game. Up next, we go high and tight with Blake Snell. It's Snellzilla Saturday with David Vassay and Blake Snell. Cannot wait. Dodgers, Angels, first pitch at 6:10. I'm Tim Case, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniels is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Summer days are fast approaching, and that means more time on the grill. And great grilling starts with Hoffy. Like the boys in blue, Hoffy has an MVP lineup with premium beef franks and bacon-wrapped hot dogs. The perfect start to making your LA dog.
Hoffy uses only top-quality ingredients with premium-quality beef for a great hot dog. You can taste it. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your Cravelicious hot dogs. With Hoffy, you'll be ready for anything. Hoffy.
Local. Original. Great.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, It's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Here's the 1-2 pitch from Buehler. Got him swinging! That's it! It's a World Series win for LA!
Join us at Dodger Stadium on Wednesday, May 21st versus the Arizona Diamondbacks and celebrate Will Smith's clinching strikeout in Game 5. Be one of the first 40,000 fans in and take home Will's last out bobblehead presented by Spectrum. Relive this exciting world champ clinching moment. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Angels. Happy Kershaw Day. It's been a while since we said that. Clayton Kershaw is back, getting the start for the Blue, ready to live that Zenshi sweet life. You got until tomorrow for your shots at an unforgettable night in Los Angeles with 2 premium suite tickets to a game this month, complete with gourmet food, drinks, and preferred parking. It's luxury, it's exclusive, and it's just one scan away. Head to the Zenshi sushi counter near the deli counter at any participating Rouse grocery store. Scan the QR code and enter for your chance to win this once-in-a-lifetime experience, but you have only through tomorrow. Details at am570lasports.com. Zenshi sushi, fast, fresh, and easy.
David Vassay. And now, what will likely be Vassay fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
All right, I guess this is a thing. Last Saturday rolling into this Saturday, Snellzilla Saturday with our guy, Blake Snell. Blake, how did Connor McGinnis guide you through your catch play today?
You know, he was such a help out there. No, it was good. He's just helping me with like my timing, and I'm trying to like keep it slow and build back so I don't have any hiccups. And you know, he's helping me with like, hey, just trust your body where you're at velo wise. Like, don't try to do less than. Don't try to like manipulate your body. Like, let it be natural and just connected. So that's what we're working on, talking about. And yeah, I felt good today. I'm feeling better. The pain's finally going away. I haven't played catch without pain and probably since we were in Japan.
That's great.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that, and yeah, it just feels good to finally like play catch again and like be able to work on something.
Yeah, instead of just being cautious about the pain coming back, I'm sure.
Yeah, throwing with pain sucks. You don't notice it when you're in it. You know, you're just like, oh, it's going to go away, because that's usually what we go through. And you're like, it's just early, it'll go away. But yeah, it's pretty tough when it didn't. And, you know, like I probably should have stopped throwing before opening day, but I wanted to pitch so bad that, you know, it made it worse than you know, it was probably going to be. But, you know, I learned from it, and it's tough, man. We want to compete, we want to play, and you know, new to being a Dodger, and I want to just, you know, show everyone how great I am and what I can be, and got a little too far ahead of myself, and yeah, learning from it. So excited about that. Excited that, you know, I'm able to throw the ball pain-free for the most part, and yeah, looking forward to getting back.
Blake, it sounds like the coaches just want you to be honest with them and honest with yourself.
Yeah, they tell me, like, you know, take your time, go slow, but that's like foreign language to me. I'm just like, you know, it's always been like, we need you back, and you know, I was trying to go, you know, I want to pitch here. I love being a Dodger. And,
hey, there's your manager, Dave Roberts, waiting for Snellzilla.
Wait, hello. Yeah, but yeah, here, take your time, and I'm gonna do that, but I want to be back. So I got to find like a happy medium and be smart about it. So when I come back, I can, you know, do the best I can to stay on the roster and pitch.
No doubt. You got to be honest with yourself, and once Snellzilla's back on that mound, it's going to be a big deal for the Dodgers when he's healthy. Now, where does all this go? I mean, this is kind of tedious when we say you're playing catch. How big of a day was Snellzilla Saturday today, and where does it go the rest of the week?
Yeah, just a progression build-up, 75 feet, and then we'll go into like 150, and then get into bullpens after the road trip. And
you need me to stand in for one of those bullpens?
Yeah, I mean, wear a diaper, but yeah, I'll be ready to go. Yeah, so just we'll see how it all goes in the build-up, and then having Connor out there, Mark's going to start coming out there as well. It's going to be exciting, just to be able to throw and work on stuff and get ready to go compete. And it's tough watching all these games. You just want to be a part of it so bad, and it's really tough to watch them and know like your day's not coming yet. And it's taught me a lot about being patient, being grateful, and it's tough right now, but it's short term is how I'm looking at it, and for long-term happiness, which I'm excited about.
How different is it to be part of the Dodgers and understand they know the big picture is not about May or June, but it's about a greater goal of October?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And I mean, also, with me being hurt, you give rookies a lot of opportunities to prove themselves in their careers and journeys. And, you try to help them, but you try to stay out of the way. They got to fail to learn, and they're not going to come up here and dominate. If they do, it's amazing, but majority won't. And, you got to fail to really learn and understand. And some of them, that I see, they need to work on some stuff and adjust, and they'll be really good big leaguers, down the road.
Speaking of watching and just being in a great space, Clayton Kershaw back today for his 18th season. What did you just call him?
The GOAT.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get to see Kershaw Day on the same side. What's that like for you, and have you stayed out of his way so far today?
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty chill. I thought it'd be, a lot worse, but I think with age, what is it, 18 years you said? Like, he's been around for a long time. I think, it changes you, and as you get older, man, the game's not as, life or death. It's, you get a family, it changes. So I think, he's just a lot more grateful for, everything, and he's focused for sure, which is exciting. But I can't wait to see him, once the game gets going. Still a long ways away from the game, but he was here early, and yeah, I'm excited to watch him go. How many? 32 strikeouts?
32 away from 3,000.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm ready to watch every 32. Each one I'll be watching and tallying off.
Oh, I love it. Get those Ks out right here, right?
Oh, yeah, we might as well just get a section, call it 32 zone. We're waiting for it.
I love it. I love it. Thanks, Snell. Appreciate it. You're the man.
No, appreciate you. We'll see if we can keep it rolling, but today's Kershaw's day.
It is, no doubt. Can't wait for you to see it.
You stay out of the way.
Ooh, there we go. Dropping the mic on us. Blake Snell on Snellzilla Saturday, but more importantly, Kershaw Day for the first time.
That's the day it is. It's Kershaw Saturday, baby.
We'll send it back to the studio, Tim.
All right, thanks a lot, Snellzilla. Thank you, DV. Dodgers Baseball is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Lean you up to first pitch. It's the Dodgers and Angels. When we come back, we're going to break down this pitching matchup. Don't go anywhere. I'm Tim Case, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports talk. That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, Dodger fans. In the game of life, with its home runs, curveballs, and strikes, the LA County Department of Mental Health has you covered. If you ever feel anxious, overwhelmed, or need immediate help, we are here for you. The Department of Mental Health offers free emotional support, service referrals, and crisis counseling. Call our 24/7 helpline at 1-800-854-7771. That's 1-800-854-7771. Or visit dmh.lacounty.gov.
Memorial Day weekend marks the start of summer. That means more time in your car, family vacations, trips to the beach, baseball games to see your favorite championship team. Hi, this is Tim Cates. Is your car or truck ready for more time on the road? Get to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Make sure your vehicle is running at peak performance. Home with a 15-minute oil change. With locations throughout Southern California, find the one nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Have 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
At the crack of a bat, crack open a Bud. Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. There's no better way to celebrate a home run than an ice-cold Bud. Stock up the fridge because it's time to play ball. Baseball fans, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be.
He was the voice of the Dodgers for an incredible 67 years, capturing the hearts of fans and calling the game like no one else. Join us at Dodger Stadium for Vin Scully Bobblehead Night, presented by 76 on Monday, May 19th versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. The first 40,000 fans will take home a unique bobble commemorating Vin Scully's legendary announcer career. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This is Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Angels on this Saturday. Game 2 of this 3-game freeway series. First pitch at 6:10.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Tyler Anderson on the mound, 2-1, 2.58 ERA, 35-year-old left-hander in his 10th season in the big leagues. Remember, he was a Dodger in 2022. He won 15 games and had a career-best 2.57 ERA. It was a career turnaround year for Anderson, who parlayed it into a 3-year, $39 million deal with the Angels, making his 9th start this season. Last time out, 5 innings, 3 runs, 4 hits, 5 strikeouts in a loss to the Orioles. It's all about the return of number 22, Clayton Kershaw, 37-year-old future Hall of Famer. 18th season in the big leagues, all with the Dodgers, making his first start here in 2025. Last year, only 7 starts, coming off of that offseason shoulder surgery. He comes into the season with 429 starts, 212 wins, 2,968 strikeouts. He's 32 away from 3,000 strikeouts. He'll face the Angels for the 17th time in his career. He's 10-2 with a sub-2 ERA and 113 strikeouts. It's Clayton Kershaw, the return of the GOAT, number 22, back on the mound for the Dodgers. Coming up, we'll get you the keys to the game. We are 15 minutes away from first pitch. Dodgers and Angels. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Steve Sachs here, and I've been telling you about Alignment Health Plan. Now that I've turned 65, I'm a proud member. Before I enrolled, I did my homework, compared health plans, and Alignment was hands down the one for me. Enrolling was simple with no pressure at all. If you're turning 65 or need a change, call Alignment for personal one-on-one guidance. Visit AlignmentHealthPlan.com today.
Great news, Dodger fans. Uber Eats is available at Dodger Stadium. That means you never have to miss a single pitch, run, or out. Skip the long concession lines and order your favorite stadium eats right from your seat. Just scan the Uber Eats QR code or open the app, place your order, and we'll let you know when it's ready for pickup. It's fast, easy, and keeps you in the game, not in line. So go ahead, order now, and enjoy every moment of Dodgers baseball.
The Tacoma, I very specifically got it for camping, off-roading, and adventuring.
Toyota makes the vehicles. You make it yours.
It has a camper shell on the back, roof racks on front and back. It has Fox suspension, so that has been amazing. I have not done bumpers yet, but that's going to be next.
Now it's easier than ever to modify your Toyota at your local Toyota dealer. We're partnering with leading accessory brands like ARB, Fox, Rigid, Rhino, and more, so you can customize with confidence.
Recently, we took it to Colorado, did a few trails out there. That thing is just solid as a rock. My name's Brianna Pizik. I have a Toyota Tacoma off-road.
From lift kits to camping gear, modify your Toyota truck or SUV at your local Toyota dealer just the way you want with warranted custom work, or shop online at toyota.com/accessories. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Our California teams prepare to win with a great game plan, and so can you. Empower yourself and your family. Get connected, start the conversation about aging, and find helpful resources at aging.ca.gov. That's aging.ca.gov.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Angels. The return of Clayton Kershaw for the Blue. First pitch coming up at 6:10. When the boys in blue play at home, it's important they have the right plan to protect their house. The same applies to your home. Always have a plan and follow fire safety tips. For example, before setting up a campfire, make sure you get a permit from Cal Fire and check local restrictions. Know how to properly set up a campfire and extinguish it using the drown, stir, and feel method. Always have a water supply and a shovel nearby to extinguish your campfire. For more about these tips and to find out others, visit fire.ca.gov. Let's head back out to the booth before first pitch. Steven Nelson, Jose Mota. Guys.
All right, TC, last visit with Jose Mota before first pitch. We're going to go through a few keys in this game. Clayton Kershaw, his 2025 season debut, his first start in the majors since last August 30th, coming off a couple of off-season surgeries, his left knee. They fixed up his meniscus, and then the left foot, there's a bone spur, some arthritis, a ruptured plantar plate. None of that sounds appealing, but all that in the rear view for Kershaw. Now he's just worried about getting major league hitters out again. The key against this Angels team for Kershaw will be what, Jose?
Go out there and see how much they want to spread. They're going to be quite aggressive against him. They're going to be looking at that radar guard and say, well, we can get to this guy. And then your savvy needs to take part and say, okay, they're looking for pitches early to go out there and attack. I have to be smart early and have enough command. What I feel comfortable about in that regard is the fact that Kershaw, and I'm glad this happened this year, got a prolonged rehab stint. This was not a go out there and get three and come back. It was pretty much how he bounced back. It's the knee, you mentioned the foot, also the arm from a couple of years ago. So he's had to really relearn some things with balance and delivery and all those things. So hopefully all that would add to pitches on the verge where guys are chasing, and then he can reach swings working with a young catcher who caught him over in AAA in Dalton.
Yeah, so you just led me into my next question before we get out of here. You know, one of the keys is going to be that relationship we see between Clayton Kershaw and Dalton Rushing. This is just the second major league start for Rushing behind the plate, and he's catching a future Hall of Famer in Clayton Kershaw. And so how would you want the young backstop to approach this opportunity that he has tonight?
As Dave said earlier today, hey, he's going to call the game, but the ultimate pitch is going to be in the ward of Clayton Kershaw. But Kershaw and he worked together actually April 30th in that rehab stint, 5 innings, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, a couple of home runs, 66 pitches. So, and last night they spent pretty much the entire game going over things and conversation. But I think Kershaw is the type of guy that go, hey, you have a feel for something, you see somebody standing in the batter's box, just make a call and we'll see if we go from there. But I don't think he wants to take anything that will derail the confidence of a young catcher because he's worked with quite a few.
Dalton Rushing is being joined by Miguel Rojas and Kike Hernandez playing behind Clayton Kershaw. So that kind of takes you back a little bit if you're number 22, that's for sure. Starting opposite an old teammate in Tyler Anderson of the Angels. The Dodgers trying to even this 3-game set against the Halos. We'll be back with you for first pitch. Tim?
All right, thank you, Nelly. Yeah, it's a special night. Keep it right here, Dodger fans. The return of Clayton Kershaw, his 18th season wearing a Dodger uniform. He'll take the mound when we come back. 212 wins, a .250 career ERA, 2,968 strikeouts, 2,742 and 2/3 innings pitched, all top 5 in the Dodger organization. He looks to add that tonight when we come back. First pitch, Clayton Kershaw. Enjoy it. I'm Tim Cates. This is World Champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
World champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way.
This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
You either with me or against me, though.
Living out their dream.
They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion.
10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping. So go ahead and give us the flowers.
Just getting started.
Gotta know by now it's way more than luck.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All eyes on us.
Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
In the world.
Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up.
They wear the crown.
All eyes on us.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
Galpin Motors.
Family owned and operated since 1946.
LA County Public Works.
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Children's Hospital LA.
From colds to cancer, we got this.
Hoffy Hot Dogs.
A SoCal treasure. Local. Original. Great.
And by Daniel's Jewelers.
Making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Stick around because first pitch is next. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers audio network. Play ball!
Hey, it's David Vassay. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navian. We know Navian tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navian also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navian is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavianInc.com/Dodgers.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection, one that helps better their everyday through the things they value most: friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything's possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News & World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
It's time for Dodgers baseball with Tito's handmade vodka. Which means it's time to grab an ice-cold Tito's and lemonade and cheer on our boys with a cocktail that bats 1,000. This season, paint the town blue with Tito's, America's favorite vodka for America's favorite pastime. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola with the AM/PM app.
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Hey-o.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle around.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours through September 28th. Only at participating AM/PM stores while supplies last.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi, fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years. Led by the Bachman family, is the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lowe's. Part of the Galpin story. It starts at Galpin.com.
The home of the Dodgers.
Back to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth. Here's Steven Nelson and Jose Mota.
Live from Dodger Stadium, it's Game 2 of the Freeway Series. Hi, everybody. Alongside my dear friend Jose Mota, I'm Steven Nelson. And wherever you may be and however you may be listening, welcome to a special Saturday at the stadium. For the first time in 260 days, Clayton Kershaw is back on the mound for the Dodgers, making his 2025 season debut. It is a gloomy Saturday, overcast skies, winds blowing, chilly temperatures, but Jose, no forecast can wipe the smiles off the faces we see all around us here at the stadium to see number 22 back on the bump.
This will never get old. We will never get tired of watching this presence as Clayton Kershaw takes the mound here against the Angels. So he will be facing a team that's hitting .216 last in the American League collectively. Zach Neto will lead off. Had a couple of big RBIs last night. He's a shortstop, batting second, and Noah Shanuel at first base. Taylor Ward is playing left field, batting third. Batting fourth is Jorge Soler, the big Cuban designated hitter. Batting fifth is Logan Hoffy, the catcher. Luis Rengifo is at second base, batting sixth. Matthew Lugo in center field is batting seventh. Joe Adele makes a start after coming out defensively yesterday. Adele is in right field. And batting ninth is Kevin Newman at third base. For the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani, designated hitter. Mookie Betts at short. Freddie Freeman at first base, batting third. Andy Pius fourth in right field. Max Muncy, third base, batting fifth. Kike Hernandez in center, batting sixth. Michael Conforto, left field, batting seventh. Dalton Rushing, catcher, batting eighth and ninth. Miguel Rojas at second base. It is all set. Two good old buddies on the mound, Anderson and Clayton Kershaw. Steven, it's all yours, my friend.
Clayton Kershaw and the Dodger home whites squared up on the mound. He's into his windup. His first pitch of the season is a fastball upstairs. Ball one on Zach Neto. This game gets going on schedule. 6:10, 61 degrees. Tonight's time and temp brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Kershaw's very next offering gets a swing and a miss. Strike one, levels the count against Neto. Kershaw made 5 rehab starts in the minor leagues. It does not include an outing against the Arizona Complex League. As Neto swings and grounds one foul on the third base side, Kershaw jumps in front 1-2. In those 5 turns, Kershaw pitched 21 innings. Gave up 6 earned runs. It's a 2.57 ERA, 16 strikeouts to 5 walks. In that outing in the Complex League, mind you, he threw 6 no-hit innings. So he's been raring to go. Now is 1-2. It's downstairs. The count squares up 2-2.
We've seen the fastball, first pitch, couple of sliders, now the curveball. Introduction to Uncle Charlie.
Also been mixing in a lot of splitters in the minor leagues as well. Here's the 2-2. Goes back to the fastball, misses upstairs, 90 miles per hour. The count is full on Neto. He's been averaging about 87.5 miles per hour on his fastball as he's tuned up for the year. The payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 22 is back.
And the countdown begins with 3,000 strikeouts.
First baseman number 18.
Now 31 away.
One of the greatest to ever do it. One out, nobody on. The first baseman, Nolan Shanoel, batting from the left side. Fastball upstairs, 1-0. Kershaw is the 13th different starting pitcher used already by the Dodgers this season. The most familiar one, but a new one. Fastball at the top of the zone. Strike 1 taken and called. Here's the pitch. Shanoel will hold his swing and watch strike 2 drop into the heart of the zone. Off-season procedures, multiple procedures. One to repair his meniscus in his left knee, the other on his left foot. The 1-2 pitch to Shanoel, and he pulls it to right field. Pajes will charge in, but it will drop down in front of him. As Shanoel went down and got it. A 2-strike base hit with 1 out in the top of the first.
Stay back pretty well. I'm sure Kershaw would like to have this pitch back. He just elevated a little bit more than he wanted to. You're talking about bone spurs, arthritis, rupture plantar plate and left foot, then the torn left meniscus. So quite a few things he's had to deal with just to make it back here tonight.
1 on, 1 out, no scores. This game is just underway. His first pitch is downstairs to the right-hander Taylor Ward.
Look how calmly Dalton Rushing went down and just blocked that pitch. No rush whatsoever, just centered the baseball, got in front of him, and took a look at the guy at first base.
Kershaw coming back just a few days after the Dodgers DFA'd his dear friend Austin Barnes. So the rookie rushing behind the plate. Fastball up and away, 2-0 on Ward. So Dalton Rushing in his second career start gets to be behind the dish with Clayton Kershaw pitching. Of course, Rushing did catch him during the rehab assignment in the minors. The 2-0 to Ward is downstairs. 3-0 the count now on the Angel left fielder.
We're thrilled for the young catcher to have this experience. Second start.
Short lead for Shanoel on first. The 3-0 pitch. Ward was taking all the way, and Kershaw has a strike on a fastball down the chute. No limitations. That was the word from Dave Roberts before the game, Jose.
That is right. Just another pitcher on the mound.
Brings his hands high above his head. The trademark of Kershaw. He misses low, ball 4. Didn't miss by much. He didn't love the call from behind home plate, but he's got to live with it. It'll be first and second for the Halos.
Designated hitter number 12.
It was a ball, no doubt. Taylor Ward, who has faced Kershaw many times before, knew exactly with that spin when to start swing, when to swing, and when not to swing.
It's Alex Tosi behind home plate. Jonathan Pata at first. Crew chief Ron Culpa at second base. And then Cord Blazer, who had a frustrating zone last night behind home plate. He's at third tonight. First and second, 1 out. Jorge Soler will be the batter.
Yeah, just be careful. Soler first pitch. 467, 3 home runs.
Kershaw looks back at second. Comes home to Soler. And delivers strike 1. Just got a piece of the outside corner at the very bottom of the zone. Kershaw kicks some dirt off the rubber. Plants his left foot. Ball behind his back. Now in the glove at the waist. Glove above his head. Drops it down to the letters. Kicks and deals. And had that one slip out of his hand. Tried the curveball, but didn't have a good grip on it. 1-1. Angels have 2 aboard, 1 out in the first. No score. Kershaw will disengage and look Shanoel back to second base. There's the pitch. Up and away. 2 balls and a strike. Even though this is year 18 for Clayton Kershaw, you have to imagine there are certainly emotions pumping through him right now. His first 18 pitches thrown, just 8 strikes. The 2-1 downstairs, ball 3, 3-1. The count on Soler.
You just compare to what players tell you about opening day, no matter what.
Yeah,
how many years have been around? Still, the butterflies.
Dodger Stadium trying to will him back into this first inning with some applause ahead of the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Counts now full.
Well, that's the equalizer slider, which right now he's plays very well in the outer third of the plate against right-handers.
Angels threatening in the top of the first. 2 aboard with 1 out. Now a payoff pitch to Soler. It is low. Ball 4, and the bases will be loaded. After striking out Neto to open the ball game, it's been single, walk, walk. Load him up for Logan O'Hoppe.
Catcher number 14, Logan O'Hoppe.
So they're laid off of the same pitch that Ward did. And apparently the Ward will be, if I'm anticipating anything that was talked about in the hitters' meetings, if you see spin and it's starting at your knees, it's going to be a ball. Let it go.
Bases loaded, only 1 out. Clayton Kershaw already at 21 pitches in this first inning. First pitch to O'Hoppe is down the middle. A fastball at 90 miles per hour. Strike 1. Last night the Angel backstop was 0 for 4 in his opener. Halo scored in the first inning against Dustin May last night. A 2-run home run from Moncada, who's not in the lineup tonight. They're threatening again on this Saturday. The 0-1, O'Hoppe swings through, strike 2. A beautiful curveball from Clayton Kershaw.
Self-correction by Kershaw. Overthrew one earlier, 4 pitches ago, and goes back to, I need to watch my front hand right at the palm to drop it down.
The 0-2 pitch. Curveball, check swing. Did he go? No. Rushing lost the appeal down to first. Angels all around the bases. 1 out, top of the first. Still scoreless with the game just getting going. Clayton Kershaw battling here in his first inning back. The 1-2 pitch is fouled by O'Hoppe. He stays alive. Fans saw the swing, thought it was another strikeout, but the catcher just got a piece, fouled it underneath. Dalton rushing. Crowd desperately wants Kershaw to put a 0 on the board here in the top of the first inning. He'll try again. Another foul ball straight back into the net. Breaking ball down and in. The 5 official games in his rehab assignment, Kershaw completed up to 5 innings. He threw as many as 66 pitches. He's already at 26 here in the first. A 1-2. Well upstairs. Curveball slipped out again. Next pitch to O'Hoppe will be the 7th on a 2-2 count. O'Hoppe turns on it and rips it to left field. It's down in front of Conforto for a hit. 1 run scores, another one coming home. The play at the plate. He is safe. Shonowell scored easily. Then Ward was right behind him, sent by Bo Porter, the third base coach. As it's called, a 2-run base hit for Logan O'Hoppe. And the Angels strike first in the first again.
O'Hoppe put off 2 good sliders. One in on the hands, another one just down on the knees, the one to Soler, and Ward would not swing at, and then he found himself something better to hit. That ball was hit just enough to the right of Conforto, where the effort to get and cut the distance is going to be way too hard in trying to throw out the runner at second base, from second base home plate.
Most of his infield just came to the mound to talk to Clayton Kershaw. A mound visit brought to you by Jacoby Meyers, because everyone deserves justice. Still first and second and only 1 out for the Angels. We're down to the 6th spot of the order. Luis Rengifo will step in, the switch hitter batting from the right side.
And what he has found here very quickly, Steven, in the flash, is a very disciplined approach against him.
Angels 2, Dodgers nothing. First pitch, a strike on a fastball in the outside corner. Rengifo had a couple of hits last night, scored a run. The 7 and 8 spots are really good table setters in last night's opener. Tonight, Rengifo batting 6th. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a pop up on the right side. Foul ground. Freddie Freeman running back toward the net. It will drop over the net. About 3 rows into the dugout seats down the line. 0-2 on Rengifo. 2-0 Angels. The Dodgers trying to get back on the winning track after losing last night's opener. Angels, meanwhile, trying to win back-to-back games for just the second time in more than a month. Kershaw's 0-2. And Rengifo hits a high fly ball to left field. Conforto back on the warning track in front of the bullpen. He is there to make the catch. Rengifo didn't miss it by much, but he did miss it. A deep fly out to left field. Conforto catching it near the wall.
There's something also to be said about a team elevating their intensity and focus against somebody like Clayton Kershaw. This is the worst hitting team average-wise against lefties in all of baseball. But so far, they have not taken a bad swing.
Kershaw already at 31 pitches, still one more out to get in the top of the first. First and second, Matthew Lugo, the batter, the center fielder, waiting on the first offering. It's a breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Rushing. Just not nearly enough strikes from Clayton Kershaw in a lengthy first. 32 pitches, only 17 have been in the zone.
And Steven, there's been no chase. That's the key, no chase.
And this is not a miss either. That's scalded into the gap in left center field. Splits Conforto and Kike Hernandez. Soler's going to score. Hoffy initially waved around. Now he's caught between third and home. Muncy to Rushing going up the line toward the bag. A toss down, and the ball drops. There's a meeting of Angels at the bag. Lugo was all the way at third. Hoffy's and going to end up being safe. They had Hoffy seemingly dead to rights in a rundown after Lugo's RBI hit. But the throw from Rushing back to the bag, Rojas couldn't retrieve it, and everybody's going to be safe. Lugo goes back to second.
It's a play where the Dodgers did not execute well. You have to get a runner that was caught between home plate and third base and minimize the throws. One thing that didn't happen was Max Muncy just did not close that distance enough between the runner, and home plate just to minimize the throws. That created more confusion, more traffic around third base.
Second and third, Joe Adell swings at the first pitch, pops it back foul, strike one. 3-0 Angels on the RBI double from Lugo. An odd play. That ball was absolutely scorched by Lugo. 106 miles per hour off the bat. And Bo Porter aggressively sending the catcher Logan O'Hoppe, who then had second thoughts after he rounded third. And somehow, someway, he's there safely. Here's the 0-1 to Odell. In the dirt, another block by Rushing. Well done by the rookie. Count levels out 1-1.
And another pitch where the Angels are telling themselves to just corner it down to one spot.
Adell batting in the 8th spot, so the 8th Angel at the plate. 3-0 is their lead. The 1-1, Adell. A swing and a miss. Good curveball from Kershaw. Got a whiff. And strike two. He is approaching 40 pitches, and now we see some stirring in the Dodger bullpen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One more strike to finish the first. The pitch. Misses away. 2-2. Two on, 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Got him swinging. Bookending K's for Clayton Kershaw in a long first inning. 38 pitches to get 3 outs. The Angels scored 3 runs on 3 hits.
Kick off summer with Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. Plus, get up to 40% off select major appliances and save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/28. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
A spring day is the most righteous time to invite some friends over, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and get outside. because championship-level soccer deserves championship-level refreshment.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the do.
Advantage of employee pricing while you can. Ford. From America, for America.
Now the Dodger offense will go to work. Down 3-0 after a half inning here at the stadium. Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman, the scheduled hitters against the old friend Tyler Anderson. Left-hander making his 9th start of the season. His first start against the Dodgers since he left the team a few years ago.
The former Dodger All-Star himself, what a year he had here in 2022. 15-5, 2.57. He's been with Colorado, San Francisco, Pittsburgh, Seattle, Dodgers, and now the Angels.
Final year of a 3-year free agent contract with the Halos. He overlapped one season with the man he's now facing, Shohei Ohtani. Here's the first pitch from Anderson. Ohtani takes strike at the top of the zone. Shohei last night 2 for 3 with a homer. He has gone deep in 3 straight games. It's the 9th time in his career he's had a 3-game homer streak. He has never gone deep in 4 consecutive games.
Just like he did last night. He asked for timeout in a non-2-strike count.
It's been very odd. Normally, everybody knows 2 strikes, automatic time from Ohtani, but 2 nights in a row after just 1 strike. So now the 0-1 pitch from Anderson. Ohtani watches another. It's off the plate outside, but called strike 2.
You can see Anderson has his PitchCom device located right on his right biceps.
The 0-2 pitch. And Ohtani flails at strike 3. There was a little hitch in that delivery from Anderson. Have you seen that before?
Well, what he does is offset you with the leg kick, the pause, and now also with the hands and stuff he does with his arms. He's mainly a fastball guy, believe it or not. 41% averaging 89. Then he'll go to that changeup 35% of the time, averaging 78 miles an hour. The cutter is the neutralizer and what keeps you even to throw that changeup.
1 out, nobody on. Here's Mookie. First pitch, and there was a cross up there. Hoffy was not expecting that. It hit the middle of his chest protector. Still called strike 1, but he was looking for something different.
Language thing from the PitchCom or what?
And so now they're going to sort it out.
Wow.
In between home and the mound. Strike 1 on Betts.
Something you used to see more, obviously, with the Suns, but also with a man at second base, the cross-up.
While they sort this PitchCom issue out, Betts will have to wait. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise in treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. The Dodgers already find themselves in a first-inning hole, just like last night. They were down 2-0. Tonight, it's 3-0. The Angels scored 3 runs off Clayton Kershaw in his return to the Major League mound. Kershaw needed to throw 38 pitches, just 21 strikes. He did strike out 2 Angels, so he's now 30 away from 3,000. But I think we're the only ones. If you're not Clayton Kershaw, you're the one talking about 3,000. He is thinking about how to get guys out. And it's, look, you got, even for a first ballot Hall of Famer like Kershaw is, there has to be some grace in letting him get into this season and get his legs underneath him and figure out what is going to work for him best.
What's going to work for him best, but also for Clayton Kershaw is like, if I'm here, I am so used to pitching at one standard, and I don't want any kids' gloves. If I don't perform, it's just pointing right at myself. He is such a high bar, and we've been so spoiled. But certainly, as you mentioned, when it's been that long, it's not that easy. As the game evolves and changes, it's waiting for you.
All right, so all parties are finally set. Tyler Anderson got to throw a warm-up toss, so Mookie will step back in. The count's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. It is up and away. Ball 1. Betts was 0 for 3 with a walk last night, hitting .322 in his last 16 games. In that stretch, only Shohei Ohtani has scored more runs than Mookie in the National League. 0-1. He swings through it, strike 2. 10-year veteran Anderson has the ball next to his left ear, drops it down, kicks and deals. And Mookie hits one on the ground, up the middle and into center field. A 2-strike base hit for Betts. Well, it was a 2-strike knock with 1 out in the top of the first that got the Angels going. Perhaps the Dodgers can return the favor.
Yeah, Mookie got to see a lot of Tyler Anderson himself in a pitching pattern, and he guarding against the changeup. He waits till the last minute to swing, and luckily, as he threw that pitch cutting in, he was able to get enough barrel on it to get to center field. That's a good approach that pays off.
Now Freddie Freeman will step in. He was 0 for 4 last night, 2 strikeouts and 2 double plays. A rare off night for Freddie. First pitch from Anderson. Just gets a piece of the outside corner. Perhaps a generous call. It's a thing in 1. Freddie has yet to go hitless in back-to-back games this year, so you feel even better about him going into tonight. Batting .358 on the year. The 0-1. Freddie swings and misses. Strike 1. A fastball at 91.
Yeah, that includes a .310 average. 9 for 29 against left-handed pitchers with 2 home runs.
Anderson has reverse splits. Pretty severe reverse splits too, Jose.
It's crazy.
The 0-2 coming to Freeman. And Freddie pulls it foul into the Angel dugout.
.289 average lefties. 4 home runs out of 7 he's allowed. .156, which is the pure extreme against right-handed batters. Much lower on the damage side from those guys that are hitting from the opposing side of the box.
Another 0-2 on the way. Freeman pulls another one foul. Fielded well by Chris Woodward. Got it with the bare hand and then tosses it into the Loge level for a souvenir. Nice play, Woody.
Good arm, Woody. Second deck.
3-0 Angels. Bottom of the first. Betts on first base and 1 out. Still 0-2 for Freddie. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Well, the key this year, according to the numbers anyway, is to get to Tyler Anderson early. In innings 1 and 2, his ERA is 6.19. After the second inning, it's 0.61. Excuse me. Freddie slashes another one foul. This is on the left side into the Loge level.
That's the Freddie swing we want to see. 2 for 10 career against Tyler Anderson.
Both those hits are extra bases. 1 triple and 1 homer. Anderson has struck him out 3 times. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Looks way outside. Freddie knocking off. We're at that. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And Freddie fouls another one away. This one toward the on-deck circle, the Halos. Lengthy battle being fought here by Freeman against Anderson. The next pitch from the lefty will be the 9th. Here it is. Holds his leg, deals, and Freddie pulls a base hit over a jumping second baseman, Rengifo. On the 9th pitch he saw, he produces the 2nd straight Dodgers single.
Well, that lengthy pause you're talking about is to offset the runner, of course, but also to offset Freddie Freeman. That foul ball told me everything I needed to know as to how Freddie was approaching Tyler Anderson. When you pause your leg like that, your legs to hit get a little stiffer, and your body starts shifting forward. Freddie just stayed still, waiting for the ball, slapped the ball.
Andy Pages in the cleanup spot tonight. Will Smith with the night off. First and second, 1 out. He represents the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the first. Anderson's first offering is a breaking ball down and in, ball 1. Andy was 0 for 4 last night. He, like Freddie, grounded into 2 double plays. In total, the Dodgers hit into 5 double plays, tied a franchise record. The 1-0. Pages watching all the way as Anderson misses away. Ball 2.
Yeah, a couple of those double plays on bullets.
One from Ohtani, another from Freddie. Those are the first 2 that come to mind. 2-0. Pages chases what would have been ball 3 down in the dirt. Strike 1.
For the chase that you see there is what Clayton Kershaw was not getting from the Angels. And for Tyler Anderson, he has lived off one thing in his recent success. Soft, contact and chases.
Two-time All-Star left-hander about to throw his 20th pitch of the first inning. 2-1. And Pages rips it foul into the camera well just beyond the Dodger dugout. It looks like everybody's okay. Now Garcia, the head of Dodger security, checking to make sure that is the case. Andy Pages, a terrific two-strike hitter, as we've been highlighting over the last 3 weeks, really, as he's turned his season around. The last 3.5 weeks, only Shohei, Freddie, and Freddie have better OPS marks in all the National League than Andy Pages. Betts on second, Freeman on first. The 2-2 pitch. Pages spoils it and hits it foul straight back into the net.
It was a good two-strike approach. Middle away, cover, use the hands last minute.
Dodgers giving Clayton Kershaw a chance to catch his breath, making Anderson work here in the first. Another 2-2 pitch. Inside, Pages has to pull his back foot out of the way to make sure he didn't get hit with ball 3. It's a full count. Max Muncy is on deck. And for Max, really, it's halfway between the on-deck circle and home plate. Anderson goes to that bicep, calls his pitch to Hoffy. The payoff to Pages is pummeled. Center field in deep. Lugo back on the warning track at the wall. It is grand! What a swing from Andy Pages. A 3-run tank to dead center ties the game.
Oh, the big Cuban goes big time. Another two-strike hit by Andy Pages, who came into the game hitting only .233 against lefties. So Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond. And your family jeweler since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
That resets the scoreboard at 3.
So just like that, Kirsch, we're here for you.
Get back to work. Andy Pages with his 9th home run of the season, his 3rd in his last 4 games. Strike 1 thrown to Muncy. Now the 0-1, Max swings through strike 2.
So here it is, Steven. 2 foul balls that changed the inning. Freddie Freeman left side. Andy Pages against the net, covering away.
The 0-2 to Muncy. Outside.
They both got themselves better pitches to hit.
I should apologize for the verbiage that I chose. It was just, I said grand. I love that swing from Andy.
It was grand.
It was just a beautiful swing.
Hey, just say it was grande.
A grande swing. In the Grande Ligas. Breaking ball low and away. 2-2 the count on Muncy. But the way Andy always seems calm and in control in those 2-strike counts is really something to behold the last month. The 2-2 pitch. Max chops it off the plate. He stays in there for at least one more.
3rd homer for Pages against a southpaw. Dead central. One point, it looked like Lugo had it all measured. And the ball's going to die here in the gray, cool skies.
The wind is blowing out towards center field right now. And now another 2-2 pitch. And Muncy hits it on the ground to first. Gobbled up by Shanoa on one hop. Really ate him up where he was at. Right into his gut, and he steps on the bag for out number 2. But it's a new ball game here in the bottom of the first. Andy Pages with a game-tying 3-run bomb to straightaway center field. And the game is level 3 aside. 2 outs, bases empty. Kike Hernandez gets a warm ovation, as he always does here at Dodger Stadium. The first pitch from Anderson. Upstairs, ball 1. That was pitch number 30 from the left-hander.
And Pages took 7 of them.
And Freddie had 9. So, again, great work by this lineup. Just putting the opposing pitcher in the grind of having to face him.
And as you were saying, if you're going to get to Tyler Anderson, do it early.
Anderson missed again to Kike. 2 balls, no strikes. Base is empty, 2 gone. The pitch. Kike takes strike one, drops into the heart of the plate.
So 3 pitches on Shohei, 4 pitches on Mookie, 9 on Freddie, 7 on Pages. That will add up quickly.
On this 2-1, Kike will pull one foul down the left field line, hooked into the net, right in front of the ball person down there. Can't tell if that's Sean tonight.
And there's Pages giving instructions and some tips to the youngster Russian on tunneling and ball movement is what I can figure out from the gestures.
On the 2-2, Hernandez pokes it up the middle, goes off of the glove of Rengifo into the left center field. Kike rounds first aggressively. He'll head back to first base.
Well, Rengifo, I have no idea what to do there. He had enough time, in fact, he was playing so close to the bag, just did not angle his body enough to at least go a little bit deeper and try to catch a longer hop. Nonetheless, the ball was scorched. Good for Kike. Good approach.
So a 2-out base hit for Kike. Hernandez continues this first inning. And that'll force Barry Enright, the pitching coach for the Angels, to come out and talk to the left-hander. Game tied at 3. Michael Conforto will be the batter once this mound visit is complete. But this is a perfect response from the Dodger offense after the Angels got to Clayton Kershaw in the top of the first inning.
We might even call about the same approach. They have not chased much. For somebody that lives off of that, lazy fly balls, soft contact, they have forced him into the zone. And they started back with Mookie Betts, just finding a pitch right inside off of his body. Base hit center field.
Hernandez on first, 2-out, Conforto at the plate. I mentioned the severe reverse splits for the lefty Anderson. Can Conforto continue them? Anderson throws over to keep Kike honest. Hernandez back safely.
Just like last season, Conforto average-wise has been better against left-handers than against right-handers.
First pitch to Conforto. A little bit high, ball 1. In Michael's career, he's 3 for 5 with a double and a walk against Tyler Anderson. The 1-0. Upstairs again, ball 2. So Clayton Kershaw threw 38 pitches. Tyler Anderson is close to matching him. The next offering will be number 37 from the former Dodger. Here it is. And Conforto hits it high in the air, playable on left for Taylor Ward. Ward is there, and he makes the catch. So the Dodgers with 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, a runner left on after one long full inning at Dodger Stadium.
Breaking news. A spring day is the most righteous time to invite some friends over, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and get outside. Because championship-level soccer deserves championship-level refreshment.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies the same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
You're known as a leader in the clubhouse and the team's sage, Libra, since you always give the best advice and offer excellent guidance. Your insight is
Deep to right field. It is into the upper deck.
Back to the boys in blue, the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Never gets old.
Six, 7, and 8 due up for the Dodgers, starting with Kike Hernandez in the home half of the 4th inning. Tyler Anderson misses inside with ball 1. The Dodgers trail by 2. It's 5-3 Angels. Here's the pitch. And Kike hammers the ball to left field. No doubt about it. The Dodgers get one back. Kike goes halfway up the pavilion in left field. His 7th home run of the season. And it's 5-4.
Enjoyed Enrique Hernandez. Well done by Kike. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond. And your family jeweler since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for free baseball bracelets and $50 off a $99 coupon. What a shot by Kike.
Michael Conforto will take his turn. It's a 1-run game. Still no outs in the 4th. First pitch is high, ball 1. Conforto flew out to left field his first trip to the plate, so he's 0 for 1. And Kike Hernandez continues a good stretch for him at the plate. Conforto chops it foul. The Angels scurry down in their dugout. Counts 1-1. Tyler Anderson at 71 pitches. Here's the 1-1. And he hits Conforto in the numbers. So Michael will reach. And he had to wear one to do it.
Dropped down the fastball, just got away from him.
So he'll head down to first. Dalton Rushing will come to the plate. Message from California Public Health. Teens, you can feel better when you balance your stress with tips and tools made for teens by teens. Learn more at takespacetopause.org.
That was only the 2nd batter Anderson hits this season.
Tying run on base for the Dodgers. No outs in the 4th. 5-4 the Angel lead. And after Anderson misses low and away to Rushing, Hoffy, the catcher, will trot out to the mound to visit. 4 runs for the Dodgers in this game. All of them have been via the long ball. The Angels came into this series as you look at their offense, the most home run reliant team in all the majors.
And that's been a problem. Very anemic offense coming into this series. And think about the 2 bats coming back. Edman and Teoscar. And will they add to this Dodgers offense with the home runs?
Anderson misses with ball 2 to Rushing.
For an offense, as of late, Dodgers offense has been less reliant on home run.
Little feast or famine, their wins and losses, so trying to be a little bit more consistent. 2-0 Rushing sees strike 1 hit the outside corner.
There's a stretch there against the Pirates, the Marlins, Braves, where you saw the hitting and scoring position go up, and the stolen bases also go up.
The 2-1 to Rushing is away and in the dirt, well blocked by Hoffy. Ball 3 on the Dodgers rookie. Angels 5, Dodgers 4. Conforto on first base with nobody out. Dalton Rushing in his 2nd major league game, waiting on a 3-1 pitch. Swinging a foul ball straight back toward our booth and just below it. And say you're ready with the glove as always, just in case.
Gotta have it ready. Since I can't trust these old hands.
Full count now for Rushing. Picked up his first couple of hits and first 3 runs scored in his debut the other night against the A's. The payoff. Rushing takes a called strike 3. Dropped the bat, trying to sell it perhaps, Jose, but that was assuredly a strike.
Yeah, it's a pitch that he actually gave up on it just a little bit too early. That's for a veteran like Anderson, he's not just going to try to throw that slider against lefties down and away. He actually threw it higher where Rushing gave up early and just cut across enough to nip the outer half.
Now it's Miguel Rojas' turn. The number 9 hitter tonight, starting at second base. He's 0 for 1, having flown out to right field. Anderson puts the ball in the dirt. Ball 1.
I actually like the way that Rojas hit that ball right field. Stayed behind it quite well. Maybe this time he can put a little more oomph to it. think he's been good. That right center field area as of late.
I mean, we saw
so
that,
productive.
That was him all last year. 2024. I mean, Rojas was just. I mean, it was like a machine.
He went to the year before. It was way too many fly balls.
80th pitch of the night from Anderson. Rojas swats it foul. 1-1.
At one point, he and Doc had a conversation about, listen, you're not coming here to hit home runs. Your game is hit the ball on the ground, line drives. That's where you're going to help us. Took it in stride, and last year had over 20 doubles.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. The Dodgers trailing 5-4. Anderson goes to the breaking ball, but yanks it too far inside on the right-handed hitting Rojas. 2-1. Top of the order is on deck. Shohei Ohtani with Mookie Betts in the hole. Anderson with the ball at the belt. Kicks and fires. Rojas takes ball 3.
Anytime he's throwing a changeup, you can see Hoffy give a wider target. It's a crouch, a little lower, but also wider legs.
Anderson has the pitch he wants for the 3-1. Rojas takes all the way. It's low, but called strike 2. Rojas was going down to his left shin guard.
And again, you didn't see the big spread by Hoffy. Kept his closed legs a little bit more.
He helped sell a call for his pitcher on the mound because that was indeed low. Should have been ball 4, first and second for Ohtani. Instead, Rojas stays in there. It's a full count. Now the pitch. Rojas swings and pushes it down the right field line. It's slicing away from Adele, and it drops foul off the warning track and goes bouncing about 12 rows up the field level seats.
How about that catch by Pages? 5% probability.
Crashing into the wall the last half inning. It was a sacrifice fly from Neto, but it could have been a lot worse for Clayton Kershaw, if not for Andy Pages, who is an elite right fielder.
It's amazing the strides he's made after the first couple of weeks of the season.
Another payoff, and Rojas fouls this one off of Ohtani.
And this time under the eye of Dino Ebel. As Chris Woodward takes over the infielders. And there's been some honest conversations eye to eye before BP. Things that Dino Ebel has challenged him with. And so far he's responded quite well.
5-4 Angels. The Dodgers have a runner on with 1 out. Another 3-2 pitch to Rojas. Swung on, hit in the air, right field. Adele chasing after it into the corner, and he makes the catch just inside the line. So Conforto will retreat to first. That's out number 2 in the 4th, but Ohtani is coming up.
Well, they put a little more push on that one. Way too elevated, but nice pass.
And again, if that pitch that was low was called properly, Rojas would be on first base, but that's not how this game works. Ohtani is 0 for 2. He struck out in the first. He lined out in the second. 5-4 the Angels lead. The pitch from Anderson is rolled foul along the first base line.
Lugo was playing him perfectly, as every outfield in baseball does, except for the A's. They play everybody pretty much straight up, then they adjust between pitches, but every outfield in baseball plays Ohtani slightly opposite field.
0-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Anderson. And Ohtani checks his swing on a pitch inside. No appeal. That's ball 1. Dodgers got a leadoff home run from Kike Hernandez here in the 4th inning to cut the deficit to 1. 5-4 Angels. Tying run on first, 2 out. The 1-1. Ohtani swings through strike 2. That was a good pitch from Anderson. Fooled Shohei.
And actually a pitch up on the zone. The biggest thing is separation of pitches. Those velocities. Averaging 89 on that fastball, but also averaging 78 on his changeup.
The next pitch from Anderson will be his 90th of the ball game. A 1-2 to Ohtani. Hooks outside. Count squares up. Conforto ready to run on first base. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It is downstairs, full count.
Here's the approach for Shohei changes to think, okay, now I'm a singles hitter, and the way he's been pitching me, I'm thinking middle. Singled up the middle, and whatever happens, happens.
On a 3-2 pitch from Anderson. It'll have to wait. The lefty disengages with the mound. There is throwing in the Angel bullpen. Their starter at 91 pitches. 5 for the Angels on top. 2 out, runner on for the Dodgers. The payoff to Ohtani, and he flails swinging at strike 3. So Conforto got on first with nobody out, but he wasn't able to move from there. So it's just 1 run on the Kike Hernandez leadoff home run. At the
breaking news app only.
Kick off summer with Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. Plus, get up to 40% off select major appliances and save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/28. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
A spring day is the most righteous time to invite some friends over, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and get outside. Because championship-level soccer deserves championship-level refreshment.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something. These people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike.
Norton Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at Yamava.com.
Clayton Kershaw's season debut is done. The Dodgers making a pitching change. Brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ben Kasparius relieves Kershaw. The final line for Clayton: 4 innings, 5 earned runs on 5 hits, including a homer, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. He threw 83 pitches, just 48 strikes. The first pitch from Kasparius is a fastball at 97, strike 1 on Taylor Ward. The Dodgers are down 5-4 here in the top of the 5th.
Kasparius, very unique way of delivering the baseball, which I'll explain here soon. So here it is. And he was telling me about this. He'll start his right foot on the rubber, third base side. Picks it from the windup. As he begins his delivery, he ends up on the first base side, Stephen. And there it is.
Here's the 1-1. That's strike 2. It really is. It's a throwback thing to watch. It's a beautiful thing to watch when Ben Kasparius is pitching in rhythm, as he has for most of this season. I mean, it really is mesmerizing in a way. The 1-2. It's low and away.
Says he's been doing it since college. And like I said, when you got into professional baseball, anybody just pointed out that that may not work. He goes, no, they pretty much just let me do it. If I was spotting the baseball well, there's no need to change it.
Here's his 2-2. And Ward hits it over his head. At second is Rojas, a leaping grab. I don't know if Miggy had to jump to make that play, but add a little razzle-dazzle to it. Out number 1 in the 5th.
That's a good jump. Good timing there by Miguel. Reading the swing, and also know that ball has some little slice going away from him, from the right-handed batter.
Now Jorge Soler, the cleanup spot, and he's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch shatters his bat. A fly ball left center field. Long run for Kike Hernandez, and he tracks it down. That bat just exploded from Soler. Kasparius has out number 2.
Nice jump by Kike. Bat flying tells you one thing: you're not going to go back. And he knew exactly where the ball was, but mainly is he knew exactly where Conforto was to make sure he cuts in front of him.
2 outs, nobody on. 5-4 Angels. Logan O'Hoppy, the catcher who started the scoring, the 2-run single in the first inning. Then he flew out to center his next time up. There's a strike from Kasparius. who outside one disastrous outing against the Cubs, Jose, he has been excellent.
I throw strikes, man.
And his fastball misses up and in at 98, ball one.
I had a conversation with him about that outing. And he goes, yep, they had something on me. I saw it.
And really, he was left in there because he had to wear it, given where the staff was.
And he goes, they had me the entire time. But remember, he came back and pitched against the Cubs. 1+ inning, and he was outstanding.
Gets a swinging strike 2 to jump ahead of Hoffy.
And what he had to do was adjust location of his hands.
Hands are at the belt. He rocks into his windup. The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to the right side. Rojas shuffles over his left. Gobbles the ball up. Gets it to Freddie Freeman. That is a 10-pitch 5th inning from Ben Casparis, who sends the Angels down in order. We're halfway home.
Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies the same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Guess who said the following?
I play with love, I play hard, so I want to miss it, but, you know, that's what it is. Always is the end, so I'm happy. I played 21 seasons in the big league, and I can't regret it. Thank God.
That's Miguel Cabrera after he played in the final game of his 21-year career. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Betts, Freeman, and Pages, the Dodgers on the docket in the bottom of the 5th inning, chasing a run against the Angels. It's 5-4. Anaheim leads. Dodgers need to win tonight to even this series and set up a rubber game tomorrow. Battle of first versus last. The Dodgers lead the National League West. The Angels in last in the AL West. First pitch to Mookie is a ball outside from Tyler Anderson, who continues to work. He's at 93 pitches beginning the 5th. Betts is 1 for 2, the single and a run scored. Anderson goes to the breaker and gets strike 1, taken by Betts. The pitch. Mookie swings and is popped up shallow right. Adele took a looping route, but with his speed he made it up easily. And there's out number 1. Tyler Anderson, the 10-year veteran, 3rd season as an Angel, the last year of a 3-year, $39 million contract that he signed with the Halos after his all-star campaign with the Dodgers in 2022. So Anderson a free agent to be at the end of this year. 1 out, nobody on. Freddie Freeman to the plate. Freddie goes after the first pitch and takes it the other way. An opposite field single for Freddie. And that gets a fist pump from Jose Mota here in the booth, because that is textbook.
That's textbook, and that is going back to the first at bat. That foul ball where he stays inside the baseball, it's a little bit late. That just gets him squared away. It does it again.
And with that base hit, Freddie is now 3 for 3 on the night, tying run aboard with 1 out in the 5th for the Dodgers. And Andy Pages, who has 3 of the 4 RBIs so far for the Dodgers.
Let's keep a close eye on his swings because of that hit he took on the ribs.
Ball 1 downstairs. Pages hit a 3-run home run in the first inning, his 9th of the year, and then in the top of the 4th on a Zach Neto sac fly ball into the right field corner. Pages made the catch, crashed into the wall, and his glove elbow, the left one, kind of jammed into his rib cage. He was in some discomfort afterwards. He waves at strike one. Now that is one of the plays of the game so far, as you made mention of earlier, just a 5% catch probability according to StatCast. That play from Pages, the major league leader in defensive runs saved. Most of that has been done in right field, where he's played in place of Teoscar Hernandez. 1 on, 1 out in the 5th. The Dodgers trailing 5-4, and that skips underneath the legs of Hoffy to the backstop, and Freddie Freeman will move up into scoring position.
Any advantage you can have, go ahead and take it. And for Hoffy, I'm quite sure he's very upset about this one. Goes under his glove.
It kind of skidded off home plate instead of bouncing, which is what Hoffy was expecting.
Catchers absolutely just do not like that, all depending on what kind of dirt you have in front of home plate.
Tying run in scoring position for Pages. The 2-1 pitch. He checks his swing on ball 3, low and away. Ron Washington sticking with Tyler Anderson here. He's now at 100 pitches. We saw Jack Kohanowitz go north of 100 yesterday, which has sort of become the arbitrary number that everybody watches for in the majors. As Pages swings and lifts a fly ball to left field, Ward goes over to his left and makes the catch for out number 2.
Going back to deep dive. Years ago, they went to 100 and said, see what happens when guys pitch under here or over here, and how far do we go? What do we measure? They came down with 100 pitches. And by the way, his high coming into tonight was 96 pitches in any given ball game.
So it'll be up to Max Muncy in the 5th. Dodgers trailing 5-4. 2 outs. Freeman on second. He represents the tying run. Anderson's still in there. His 102nd pitch of the game is strike one, taken by Muncy. It looked like it was outside, but Max has to live with that call.
Also, that number was efficiency and success. What happens after and before 100. So that's where we draw the line.
The 0-1. Muncy swings and fouls it straight back in the net. A pitch that was north of the zone. Strike 2. Muncy is 0 for 2 tonight. He's grounded out twice. 3 unassisted, and then 4-3. Anderson's 0-2, and Muncy strikes out swinging. Down on 3 pitches, so Freddie had a 1-out base hit, got to second on a wild pitch, but was stranded on the base pass. 5-4 in the books at Dodger Stadium. It's the Angels.
Breaking news.
Kick off summer with Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. Plus, get up to 40% off select major appliances and save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/28. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
A spring day is the most righteous time to invite some friends over, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and get outside. Because championship-level soccer deserves championship-level refreshment.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
News on its official home.
We're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Angels 5, Dodgers 4, and the Halos are making a pitching change. It's presented by Navian, HVAC, and water heater products. Right-hander Hector Neris comes in to face Kike Hernandez. His first pitch is outside, ball 1. Last time up, we saw Kike exit stage left. A long home run in to the left field pavilion that brought the Dodgers back to within a run. He is 2 for 2 in the game, including that homer. Neris again goes with the fastball and put it in the same spot. Ball 2 outside. Saw Neris pitch last night, so back-to-back appearances for the veteran righty. The 2-0. Kike swings, and it's hit foul on the right side.
He started the season with the Braves, and actually he got let go after only 2 games while the Braves were in town in that opening series. As she said, opening homestand.
2 balls and a strike. The pitch is away. Ball 3. Last night he only pitched a third of an inning, did Neris, and recorded a strikeout, 6 pitches. 3-1 to Kike. Fouled over the net. That'll fill up the count. You know, it's Chevy Truck Month, and there's no better time to do what you do best than a Chevy Silverado. Shop now at SoCalChevy.com. A home run from Kike in the 4th inning was his 7th of the season, now up to 16 RBIs. Payoff pitch is coming. And it's outside, ball 4. A leadoff walk has the tying run on base in the 6th.
Did a very good job by Kike after the home run. He stays more of the square to the baseball, thinking line drive and not another home run. So he was able to really get Neris to pinpoint the strike zone, missing. And with that, Kike saw the ball very well.
I mean, he's boosted his average more than 100 points since the 26th of April. Kike has really turned his season around offensively of late. First pitch to Michael Conforto is a strike called at the knees.
Really made an adjustment, Kike, from batting practice on to just cut down. Line drive hitter.
He's the tying run on first. Nobody out. Bottom 6. The Angels lead 5-4. Harris loses that one arm side away from the left-handed hitting Conforto. It's a 1-1 count. Michael is 0 for 1. Flew out in the 1st inning and then was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Neris misses inside. Spray pattern a little bit all over the place for Neris, who's going to walk off the back of the mound and try and gather himself. Hector's an eccentric veteran. He's been in the league a long time. His 2-1. Conforto bounced it foul on the first base side. The count squares up.
Over with Philly for a long time. The Astros, the Cubs. Short stint with the Braves, as I mentioned earlier. He went back to Houston a couple times.
Conforto drags his bat across the plate, getting ready for a 2-2 pitch. Dodgers need 1 to tie. And Conforto fouls it back into the net. 92 on the inside part of the plate. Neris with another 2-2. Kike caught off first base. Neris throws over, and Kike slides back just in time. He's called safe. We're going to see if the Angels are going to challenge this. On first blush, I didn't think there was any chance Kike was going to get back. He shuffled towards second. Neris did not start his windup. Kike dove back, and the Angels will not challenge. So, whew, that was close.
Well, thankfully, Chanwell was in front of the bag and not on the bag.
Now, Neris will disengage again. This time, Kike doesn't even have to slide, just reaches back with his leg, and he's there safely.
You go back to that. If he's on the bag, all you got to do is drop the glove. But he was in front of the bag, so I had to drop the glove and reach back.
Second disengagement for Neris. Now the 2-2 to Conforto. Downstairs, ball 3, and now a full count. Chris Woodward getting on the same page with Kike, giving him the right timing and the right cues. Again, after 2 disengagements, if Neris were to throw back over again, he would have to get Kike. If the pickoff fails on the 3rd attempt, Then the runners awarded second base. Now 3-2 on Conforto. Here's the payoff pitch. Hernandez runs for second. There will be no throw because ball 4 missed the zone. Conforto draws a walk. Back-to-back free passes issued by Neris here in the 6th.
That's when Neris starts getting frustrated, when people don't start spreading the zone and just hitting and swinging at pitches, especially down in the dirt.
Barry Enright will stride out of the Angel dugout toward the mound. The Dodgers have 2 on, nobody out, bottom 6. Dalton Rushing, what a spot for the rookie, Jose.
Yes, it is. Perfect. He's got discipline, he's got power, and we know he's got that drive in him. And this at-bat is going to require discipline, but the ability to think. If I see something, compact to the ball, drive it.
Rushing is 0 for 2 so far in the game. He struck out his most recent trip up there. But we saw in his debut how he can control the strike zone 1 and mash the baseball 2. He had 2 balls hit that were more than 100 miles per hour off the bat. He had the hardest hit ball in that game.
110. And then he singled off a position player pitcher at 100 miles an hour. 22 pitches he saw in his first big league game as a batter.
24-year-old from Memphis, Tennessee. Digs in, tying run on second, go-ahead run on first. The pitch from Neris is low, ball 1.
Surprisingly, Ron Washington had Shanwell playing in front of the first base runner, look for a bunt. Now he pushes him back.
The 1-0. Rushing takes again. That's outside, ball 2. And how about this from the rookie? He sees back-to-back back-to-back walks issued in front of him. Easy for me to say, apparently. Now patient at the plate. The 2-0. Rushing will swing, and that's roped down the right field line. It's a fair ball into the corner. Kike waved around. He will score as the ball bounced out of play. It's an RBI ground rule double for Dalton Rushing, and this game is tied at 5.
A lot of first for Rushing, and there's a big one right there. Patience, attack, be certain to get something in the zone. He celebrates as he rounds first base. What a moment.
And perhaps unlucky as that bounce just over the wall into the first row. Conforto holds up at third. Second and third, nobody out. Miguel Rojas. Brand new ball game, 5 apiece. The Dodgers have pulled even here in the 6th.
What a great at bat again. 3 pitches. He made them all count for his first big league RBI.
Rojas swings and fouls back. Strike 1 over the net.
And it's a big one.
Five, second and third, no outs for the Dodgers. Infield in for the Halos. Neris with the 0-1. And Rojas has strike 2 called against him. He thought it was low and or outside.
And Steven, here's where your mentality is as an offense right here. This is where you think you're going to win the game. You don't know which other windows you're going to have. You think this is it.
Neris with the ball at the belt. The 0-2 spiked and it gets away from Hoffy. Conforto's going to race home and he's going to score. The Dodgers take the lead on a wild pitch.
That's twice for Hoffy here today. Obviously, balls in the dirt. He's quite upset by the gesture he just made. And this one just went way too far to his right with the bounce. And Rojas initially did not see it well to tell him the runner to stop. And then all of a sudden, the ball just gets going farther and farther away.
Rushing now at third. The 1-2 pitch. Rojas pulls it. Just foul the left field line. Oh, my gosh. That was not foul by much.
Just make it clap.
But it was indeed foul.
I am telling you, it becomes a mental game with Meyers on the mound. I've seen this time and time again.
Dodgers now lead 6-5. More runs out there for them in the 6th, rushing on 3rd. Another 1-2 coming to Rojas. And he pokes it foul to stay in there for at least one more. Angel infield still hugged in on the cut of the grass. Newman and Neto on the left side. Rengifo and Shanoel on the right. Shohei Ohtani is on deck. Rojas still at the plate. Swinging another foul ball. This one straight back into the net. They tied the game on Dalton Rushing's first career extra base hit. An RBI ground rule double leveled the scoreboard at 5 apiece. Then a wild pitch from Neris made it 6-5. And now Rengifo is calling to the dugout and the athletic trainer to take a look at Hector Neris, who is playing with his right middle finger. So his pitching hand, I don't know if something's wrong with a nail or a potential blister situation. So a brief time here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Dodgers now up 6-5, and Hector Neris is going to be removed from this ball game with an injury. So Ron Washington will go to the bullpen. Dalton Rushing on 3rd, nobody out. The left-hander Reed Detmers.
Breaking news.
Kick off summer with Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. Plus, get up to 40% off select major appliances and save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/28. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Game now rests with the Dodger bullpen as they try and hang on to a late lead. It's 7-6 in the top of the 7th. Kirby Yates takes the mound. Nolan Shanoel on second base. He is the tying run in scoring position. And now the heart of the order, starting with Jorge Soler. Yates, his first pitch out of the pen is a splitter that dives inside. Ball 1.
At one point, Kirby Yates, years ago, used to throw a slider, a super, and a knuckle curve. He's down to 2 pitches. Fastball, splitter, mostly splitters nowadays.
Out of the stretch, looks at Shanoel, deals to Soler, and misses low with the splitter. Soler is 0 for 2. Though he did walk in the first and score. Two balls, no strikes. Yates will step off the back of the mound and look Shanoel back to the bag. Dodger infield playing back, shifted over to the left side against the right-handed hitting Soler. It's a 7-6 Dodger lead. They scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Take a 2-run lead. The Angels got one back on back-to-back doubles here in the 7th. Yates steps off again.
Makes me think he's trying to disrupt something between the base runner and the hitter.
On 2-0, Soler swings and misses a fastball at 93. Strike 1.
Against that fastball this season, only a 152 average. Last year, 113 against that fastball.
2 balls and a strike. Yates on the third base side of the rubber. Ball in the red glove. He kicks and deals, and Soler swings and misses again. A fastball by him at 94 this time on the outside corner. Two balls, two strikes. Nervous hush in the Dodger Stadium crowd. The pitch comes home, and Soler drives it to center field for a base hit. Bull Porter holds up the stop sign for Shonowell. The throw in from Kike cut off by Freddie. It'll be first and third for Logan O'Hoppe. So another two-strike hit for the Angels in this inning. All three of them. The two doubles off Kasperius, and then this single off Yates with two strikes.
A lot of missed locations with two strikes. Getting there has not been an issue, I repeat, but that put-away pitch is not there. This one coming off the bat at 105 miles an hour.
And so now you have Logan O'Hoppe, who's 1 for 3, had a 2-run single in the first, then flew out in the third, grounded out in the fifth. Batting .250 on the season. He has the tying run 90 feet away with 1 out in the seventh. Yates delivers. O'Hoppe hits one high in the air, left field, hooking foul. I mean, that was a mile in the air, well short of the pole, but ultimately it's a strike for Yates. Yates looks over his front left shoulder on Soler on first base. And now his 0-1. O'Hoppe swings and fouls a fastball into the net. Strike two.
See Rushing liking the location of that one. Another two-strike count here.
Can he put him away? First and third, only 1 out. 7-6 Dodgers. The pitch is in the dirt. Good block by Rushing on that splitter.
He's been all over everything. Location, pop time.
I got to say, there are questions about Dalton Rushing and his future. Will he stick at catcher? He's definitely looked the part tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Splitter dives downstairs. The count levels out 2-2.
He showed the ability to go out there and get a glove and play left field last season. He almost made it to the big leagues because of that, but go to first base also this season. I'd love to see him develop as a catcher. There's a lot of skills back there.
2-2 pitch upcoming from Yates. O'Hoppe pushes a fly ball to right field. Pages running back on the warning track. He's at the wall. It's gone. Logan O'Hoppe gives the Angels the lead with an opposite field 3-run home run. Kirby Yates doubled over at the front of the mound in disbelief. The 10th home run of the season for O'Hoppe flips the scoreboard. It's now 9-7 Angels.
That's a quick 4-spot right here. And this is opposite field power. Spread out as the legs are in the batter's box, only guarding against the fastball and splitter. Everything going north-south.
And another 2-strike hit.
All the damage this inning with 2 strikes.
Dodgers back to trailing by 2. Bases empty, still only 1 out in the 7th. Kirby Yates shocked by Logan O'Hoppe's opposite field pop. So now Luis Rengifo, foul ball makes it 0-1. The pitch. Low and away.
So think about the first foul ball. Where was it? Pulled. End of the bat. A lot of hang time. As the at-bat progressed, so did the vision and the view of O'Hoppe on a guy that's going to throw that splitter. If you're late on the fastball, that's fine.
Rengifo fouls another one into the net. It's now 1-2. The Dodgers will be forced to rally once again. It seemed like the 3 runs in the 6th was going to tip the scales and give the momentum back to Dodger Blue, but nobody told The team wearing red.
And Kasperi has found himself getting to very good counts, but not able to finish him off, as Yates has found out too.
The 1-2. Rengifo slashes a ball down the left field line. Another 2-strike hit. Rengifo rounds first and heads to second to throw. The tag, not in time. That is the 4th extra base hit here in the 7th inning for the Angels. This is the worst hitting team in the American League.
There's a team that likes to strike out, and they're not doing it this time, especially this inning. Every swing, very similar. Soler goes up the middle. Hoffy goes opposite field. Neto pulls the ball on something off speed. Shanwell pulls the ball on the off speed. And they keep rolling.
Runner on second, still one out. Matthew Lugo, the 7th Angel to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike one. This has been a shocking 7th inning so far. And it's still not done. 9-7 the Angels lead, threatening for more. And Lugo nearly hit on the hands as a fastball from Yates ran up and in. It's a 1-1 count. Yates has the ball at the letters. Rengifo on second behind him. Here's the pitch. And Lugo is jammed. Popped up right side. Freddie comes in on the grass just inside the first base line. There's out number 2.
Come to Dodger Stadium for Will Smith bobblehead night Wednesday against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the first 40,000 fans will take home the last out title clinching strikeout bobblehead presented by Spectrum. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
One more out to get. Joe Adell, the right-handed batter, is 0 for 2 tonight. Walked and scored. He reached on an error his last time up. Rengifo on second. It's a 9-7 Angel lead. 4 runs for the Halos in the top of the 7th. Adell swings and fouls back a fastball, strike one. You know, the Dodger bullpen, we've talked about how excellent it's been given the innings it's had to take down, the most in all of baseball.
A lot of innings.
The home run ball has bit them far too often, and it did here again tonight. Logan O'Hoppe, an opposite field 3-run homer off Kirby Yates. Here's the 0-1 to Adell. Fastball perfectly placed on the inside corner, strike 2.
And Kirby Yates' ERA for the month of May is now 7.20.
One more strike to get, but this has been the toughest count for Kasperi and Yates in the 7th. With 2 strikes, Adell stays away from that splitter. Wasn't really competitive. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on second. The Dodgers down 9-7. The pitch. Inside. Yates will try once again. The 2-2 up and away. So from 0-2 on Joe Adell to now full on Joe Adell.
Well, you've learned that since Kershaw took the mound, they have not missed pitches that are supposed to be hit, no matter the count. So time is now to stop that.
Needs to execute the 3-2, but he can't. Splitter to low, ball 4. Was ahead of him 0-2, and he walked him. So again, once the Dodgers have gotten to 2 strikes, that's when things have gone off the rails in the 7th. It'll be first and second. This will be the 9th Angel to the plate. The number 9 hitter, Kevin Newman. Mark Pryor coming out to the mound. He's joined by Rushing, Muncy, Rojas, and now Mookie Betts. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're calling for an athletic training staff. Dave Roberts coming out as well. And Kirby Yates is biting his mitt as he walks off the mound. Oh, no.
Ono is right. Never like to see this happening. Getting accompanied off the field by medical team.
He kind of grabbed at his right hamstring after that last pitch. So something snagged on Kirby Yates, and he was immediately frustrated, not just with the inability to execute in that inning, but with the fact that he felt something bite him. So the Dodgers have to make a pitching change. First and second, 2 down, top of the 7th. Anthony Banda will replace the injured Kirby Yates. The Dodgers have coughed up the lead. It's now 9.
Breaking news at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.
Kick off summer with Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. Plus, get up to 40% off select major appliances and save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/28. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What? Boom.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball.
I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
You know, I want to keep this brief, but, you know, the passion has been on this team like I've never seen before in my 15 years here. I thank these guys for pulling my big butt across this finish line.
That's Frank Thomas addressing the crowd after the 2005 White Sox World Series parade. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It was not even near him. They're on the dugout.
But this has been a stunning 7th inning so far. The Angels have put up 4 runs. They started the frame with back-to-back doubles off Ben Kasparias, second of which an RBI double by Shanoel. That made it 7-6 Dodgers. Then Kasparias struck out Taylor Ward for the first out. Dave Roberts went to the bullpen for Kirby Yates. Yates gave up a 2-strike base hit to Jorge Soler, a 2-strike, 3-run home run to Logan O'Hoppe that gave Anaheim the lead, a 2-strike double to Luis Rengifo, got Lugo to pop out to first for the second out, then had Joe Adell 0-2 before he walked him, and then left with an injury. It appeared to be his right glute hamstring area, and so now Garcia will come on to face Kevin Newman, the 9th Angel to bat this inning.
So unusual this is, as we're all stunned with the 2-strike hits, extra bases that's happened here this inning. Dodger pitchers coming into tonight, 2 strikes had allowed an average of 158, well below league average, with an on base of 247. So think about how unusual and shocking it is to see what we're witnessing here this inning.
Garcia is still warming up, and we've talked about it before. No matter the broadcast and no matter the language, Luis Garcia, this was a non-roster invitee this spring training for the Dodgers.
Late signee, by the way, too.
Very late. And he has been one of the workhorses for this overworked bullpen. He has pitched in all types of situations, and he has done this a couple times as well, being the guy to come out of the bullpen after an injury on the mound.
Louis works so hard. He's a big guy. He's adapted to the circumstances, to his roles, and a guy that obviously is a veteran pitcher. He's been around in so many different roles. A good role model in that bullpen. With that, a manager's dream, because he gets here every day with a great attitude and says, you need me for an inning or 2, just give me the baseball.
This will be his 22nd game of the season. He pitched last night. He pitched a full inning in the series opener, gave up 1 hit, struck out 2 through 21 pitches.
And this is game number 46.
22 of 46.
Yes. For a guy that was barely invited to camp.
Facing his old club. And the Angels and Garcia are ready to work now. 9-7, Anaheim leads. 2-on-2 out in the top of the 7th. Dalton Rushing calling the defense in front of home plate. The rookie catcher will backpedal behind the dish now and go into his crouch. Adele on second, or excuse me, Adele on first. Rengifo on second for Newman, who is 1 for 3 with a double. Bottom of the order, the second half has posed all kinds of problems tonight for the Dodgers. This is where all the damage has been done, basically. First pitch from Garcia, ball 1, a fastball pulled away. Six of the 9 runs driven in by the 5 and 7 spots, so Hoffy and Lugo. Ground ball up the middle into center field. Rengifo being waved home. The throw goes to third from Kike in center. It's an RBI base hit for Kevin Newman. 5th run of the inning for the Angels. It's now 10-7.
Like your number 9 hitter with 2 big base hits here tonight. And between 8 and 9 have been on base now 5 times from Ron Washington. He's loving that.
So the Dodgers still cannot complete this 7th inning. The Angels have batted around. It's back to the top with Zach Neto, who started this inning with a 2-strike double off Ben Kasparius, then scored on another 2-strike double from Nolan Shanoel. He also has a sacrifice fly. 2 on, 2 out. Angels up by 3. Ball 1 outside from Garcia. This has been an ugly series so far for the Dodgers, though there's still a long time left to go here in game 2 of the series. But the wheels have fallen off in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, came into this series a team that really was scuffling coming into this one, the Angels.
There's a strike from Garcia, level 1-1 count against Neto.
And a team that started off the season 7-3 and then 11-22 since.
That includes a win last night to take the opener. Garcia's 1-1 is downstairs. It's actually the 3rd straight series opening loss for the Dodgers. They have coincidental. Yes, it's something that happens over the course of a 162 game season, but they've had a hard time getting off to good starts in series of late. The 2-1 pitch is called strike 2, just off the inside part of the plate. Call goes Garcia's way. Angels 10, Dodgers 7. 1st and 2nd, 2 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And I suppose I shouldn't have said 2 strikes because this has been the danger zone for the Dodgers bullpen this inning. I think outside of Newman, everybody who's reached in this frame had 2 strikes against him. Up and in, ball 3, a full count. Just one more strike. Does Garcia have it here? His payoff to Neto. Runners go, and it's way outside. Ball 4. Load the bases. This is the inning that will never end.
It probably does have some Angels fans going, wow, where's this team been? This is without Mike Trout, who obviously has not played a whole lot in the last few seasons since he's been out.
29 games last year and 29 this year before he got hurt again.
Unfortunately, out since April 30th.
Bases loaded, 2 out. Nolan Shanoel. First pitch cued foul toward the Dodger dugout. Strike 1. Anthony Rendon on the injured list because the sky is blue. So another injured Angel.
And Trout was hitting 179 with 9 home runs.
Broken bat for Shanoel, so he'll get a new piece of lumber. The Angels with a 5 spot here in the top of the 7th to lead by 3, and they're still not done. Adele on third, Newman on second, Neto on first. 2 out. Garcia's 0-1. That's strike 2, 97 at the knees. The 0-2 pitch. It sinks outside and away from Shanoel, ball 1. One and 2 the count. Garcia out of the stretch. A bouncer to the right side. Rojas makes the play. About 8 feet onto the grass beyond the infield. Going to his left, he throws to Freddie Freeman. And at long last, the 7th inning is done. But a 5-run inning for the Angels. We stretch at Dodger Stadium with the home.
Breaking.
Kick off summer with Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. Plus, get up to 40% off select major appliances and save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/28. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location while supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's my...
Here on the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network.
5 runs on 6 hits. They left them loaded in the 7th. They lead the Dodgers 10-7. Andy Pages will lead off the home half of this inning. He fouls the first pitch over the net, strike 1. Now a talented lefty in Reed Detmers, and for one reason or another, Jose just hasn't been able to put it together as a starter, now working as a reliever.
Guy that has actually already thrown a no-hitter.
His next pitch to Pages way high at 96, 1-1.
And after that, found himself demoted to the minor leagues.
And it's just one of those guys, again, fast track. That's something they do in Anaheim, and it's worked out in some cases. It hasn't in others.
Most times it has not worked.
The 1-1. Pages takes outside ball 2. Andy is 1 for 3 tonight. A 3-run home run in the first inning. A spectacular catch at the wall in right field. The Dodgers need base runners. They have 4, 5, and 6 on the schedule here in the 7th. Detmers with a fastball just gets the top of the zone. Pages frustrated with that call. A pitcher's pitch, to be sure, by Detmers as the count square 2-2.
We talk about fast rises and quickly to the big leagues. Joe Madden brought the expression, "We're not going to microwave anybody."
That's outside. Full count on Andy.
Until baseball operations said, "We dictate that, not you."
Pages, Muncy, and Kike Hernandez, the first 3-2 up. The Dodgers trailing by 3. 10-7 Angels. The payoff, and Pages swings and pops it up. Shallow center, going back from short as Neto. He calls off Lugo for out number 1. The bottom of the 7th inning is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Third base, number 13, Max.
And normally when the Dodgers get to 7 runs, that's been game over. 17 games coming into tonight, at least 7 runs scored. The Dodgers won 16 of them. Strike one on Muncy, a fastball in the inside corner.
You got to think there's more in this tank with pretty much a lot of outs left.
And this Angel bullpen,
against that bullpen, exactly,
has been gettable. The 0-1, Muncy swings and hits it in the air to left field, pushing Ward back toward the warning track. Now about 15 feet in front of it. He's there for out number 2. Well, if you want anything to make you feel better right now while you wait on a Dodger comeback, you can look at the out-of-town scoreboard. You see the Padres lost again at home to Seattle, and the D-backs lost at home to the Rockies.
I mean,
ball one outside to Kike, and that game in Chase Field was bonkers. The Rockies scored 14 runs on 19 hits. The D-backs had 12 runs on 15 hits. Kike swings and fouls, strike one away to the right side.
No sugar to anybody on Arizona. Eduardo Rodriguez back to the IL. Shoulder issues.
Dodgers took it to him in the desert last week. 2 outs, nobody on, 10-7 Angels. The 1-1 to Kike misses high. Trying to start a rally. Ball 3 down and in. Clayton Kershaw started this game, it seems like forever ago. 4 innings, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 hits, including a home run, 2 Ks. The pitch, Kike swings and fouls back a middle up heater at 97. It's 3-2. Kasparis came in 2 1/3, and the first 2 innings were great. But then his 3rd inning of work was that top of the 7th, and he was charged for 2. Kirby Yates gave up 3 before leaving with an injury. And Kike has worked himself a 2-out walk as Detmers misses again with the fastball high. We're going to pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Michael Conforto the batter, 2 outs and Kike on first. 10-7 the Dodgers trail. Detmer's curveball is way high. Oh, a little bit romantic in a way. Detmer's coming into a game that Kershaw started. Of course, Kershaw was Detmer's idol. Remember, they dueled in Anaheim a couple years ago in 2023.
Yes, they did.
Check swing, and Conforto is charged to have went around 1-1.
Kersh with an outstanding performance.
'29th pitch up coming from Reed Detmers. A 1-1 to Michael Conforto. Taken on the outside corner. Perfect pitch, gets strike 2. Looks like Tanner Scott throwing in the Dodger bullpen. On 1-2, Conforto stays away from a breaking ball outside. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kike Hernandez, the runner on first. Conforto hits a ground ball left side. Neto on the backhand, and he can't make the play. It was a slow roller, and it kind of ramped up the glove of Neto, and Conforto will reach. That brings the tying run to the plate with Dalton rushing.
It is exactly what you want. You put the ball in play, you go up the middle, make some things happen, make the Angels field the baseball. And he fielded it cleanly, going to his right, ball not hit very hard. It's going to be a tough play regardless, as he was going to have to throw across his body in a hurry.
So how about this? The rookie who tied the game at 5 with a ground rule double in the 6th. He's up in the 7th as the tying run. The pitch. This ball is filleted into left field. That's a base hit. Kike Hernandez will score. Another RBI for Dalton Rushing. The Dodgers are within 2, and the tying runs are on base.
He starts against the lefty. He sees a righty, then he sees another lefty. What does he do? Nothing different. He's hit balls line to line in opposite field now. In a men in scoring position situation, just tells you a lot about how much you can cut that swing to make it more productive.
Ron Washington coming out of the dugout rather, and he's going to have a conversation with Reed Detmers.
And that walk by Kike becomes huge. 3 walks issued by the Angels have come to score out of 4 total.
Home plate umpire Alex Tosi has joined the conference on the mound, and Washington is leaving Detmers in the game. That was a spirited conversation. Then again, every conversation with Wash is spirited.
Oh yeah, it could be the sweetest words, and these expressions make it seem like it's just a harsh conversation with him. One thing's not missing, he's quite honest.
Tying runs on base, 1st and 2nd, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning. The Angels 10 and the Dodgers 8. Miguel Rojas digs in 1 for 3 tonight. Here's the pitch. It is a curveball that pops out of the glove of Hoffy, but it's still deemed to be strike 1. Dodgers trying to avoid losing a home series to the Angels for the first time since July of 2019.
And being Rojas here, you have to forget about who's hitting behind you. It's your moment. You know what to do.
The 0-1 pitch. Misses outside. A fastball away from Rojas. Evens the count 1-1.
You get caught thinking, I got to see strikes. I'm going to see strikes. It's not the right thing. You got to think, I have to see something good to hit. Otherwise, just let it go.
Conforto on second. Rushing on first. On the 1-1. Rojas takes ball 2. A fastball outside again.
What happens is, Steve, you get into the mentality of, oh, sure, he's protecting me, but then I start spreading the zone because I think everything is going to be a strike.
Dodgers down 2. 2 on, 2 out. The 2-1 pitch coming. Rojas hits it on the ground. Just foul of the third base bag. Woo-wee. Close calls and close plays have gone against Miggy Rowe so far. He's earned a break. The deuce is wild. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Detmers gets out of the 7th inning, stranding 2. The Dodgers score 1. It's now 10-8 going to the 8th, and Tanner Scott will come out of the bullpen.
Kick off summer with Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. Plus, get up to 40% off select major appliances and save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/28. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Time to reseed this lawn. What's the difference between fescue and Bermuda?
When you stop at Gulf, one thing you'll never have to think about is the fuel you're putting in your tank.
Maybe zoysia seed is better.
So you can concentrate on other things.
I mean, how many types of grass seed can there be?
And with the Gulf Pay app, you'll get exclusive offers like 5 cents off per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay. See app for details. Gulf, it all starts here.
When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game, stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, we're the home run hitters you need. Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Tonight's game is brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. The Dodgers will try and overcome this 10-8 deficit. They send the top of the order to the plate in the bottom of the 8th against the right-hander Ryan Zefferjon, who pitched an inning last night. Gave up 1 run on 1 hit. That 1 hit was a solo home run by Shohei Ohtani, who leads off this inning.
All he does is spin the baseball, mostly with cutters.
First pitch is grounded to second. Picked up by Rengifo. 1 pitch, 1 out for Zefferjon in the inning.
And Shohei rolled right over the top of this one and around it.
Been a weird game. The Angels scored 3 in the first. The Dodgers punched right back with 3 of their own that inning. The Angels took the lead on a solo home run in the 3rd. Added another in the 4th. The Dodgers got 1 back in the 4th. Then the Dodgers took the lead with 3 runs in the 6th. But the Angels took it right back with 5 in the 7th. The Dodgers scored 1 in the bottom half of that inning, so thus 10-8 here with 1 out and nobody on. Strike 1 on Mookie Betts. Zefferjon deals, check swing, and Mookie is said to have went around by Jonathan Parra at first base.
Took something off of that one. Still spinning a lot on a sweeper.
Zefferjon, we talked about it last night. If he gets 2 strikes on you, he's really tough. The pitch is rolled foul toward the Dodger dugout. Entering this series, 38 2-strike plate appearances, 23 strikeouts for Zefferjon. Another 0-2. And Mookie lays off a breaking ball well outside.
I don't necessarily recall those cutters. That's too much tilt down to be a cutter for me. It's got to be running more side to side. They're just a very tight slider.
The pitch. That was definitely more a slider. Exactly. It was low and away, ball 2. Now the Dodgers have scored 58 runs in the 8th inning or later this season. That's the 4th most in Major League Baseball. They need to lean on that here tonight if they're to come back and win. 10-8 the Angels lead, but Zefferjon has now filled the count. It was 0-2, now it's 3-2.
Here's the deal. You're at home plate, you got to go give information to your teammates. What does he throw? It's not a true cutter.
Payoff. Mookie strikes out swinging. Out number 2.
Up in the zone, 91. That was a cutter. Side to side.
Here's Freddie Freeman. He's 3 for 4 tonight, 3 singles. His average now at 370. He struck out his last time up. He was called out on the check swing. 2 outs, nobody on. The Dodgers trail 10-8. Zefferjon's first pitch is outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch. Freddie swings on the top of strike 1. Game past the 3-hour mark here with 2 outs in the 8th. Freddie shoots a second strike, foul into the seats to our left.
He actually threw a fastball. A very good one, too, at 97.
2 strikes on Freddie Freeman. The pitch. Freddie rips one to right. That's a base hit. A 2-strike knock continues the 8th, brings the tying run to the plate with Andy Pages.
Steven Nelson, would you describe to me the previous foul ball and where it was?
To the left.
And then he goes to the right.
Right field.
With authority.
4th hit of the ball game for Freddie Free.
That is Freddie Free. My goodness.
So now Andy Pages has a home run already tonight. First pitch from Zephyrjon, low, ball 1. Angels 10, Dodgers 8.
And that's exactly what you want. A chance with one swing to make a difference on the board.
The pitch. Pages takes a strike on the outer third.
With that base hit, Freddie Freeman now up to 375.
On first base, takes the short lead. Pages twirls the bat in the right-handed batter's box. 2 outs, and now a 1-1 pitch. Pages takes a good rip, but he fouls strike 2 straight back behind home plate.
Bring the action.
Pages behind 1-2. The Dodgers behind 10-8. Fouled away on the right side. Pages stays alive. One ball, 2 strikes. Zephyrjon steps off the mound, disengages, and will reset. The pitch, low and away, 2-2. Here we go, the 2-2 pitch. Pages takes it to left field. That's down for a hit. Freddie Freeman cuts the bag, goes from first to third. Tying runs aboard.
As again, making the most out of another 2-strike approach by Andy Pages. Good job in left field by Taylor Ward cutting it off. That ball left the bat, I thought for sure is going to be a gap, and then the race is going to be between Freddie Freeman and the relay throw. And by doing a good job cutting the ball off, Ward keeps Pages at first base.
Back-to-back 2-out base hits for the Dodgers. First and third for Max Muncy. Tying runs on base. The go-ahead run at the plate. Muncy is 0 for 4 tonight. The pitch. Down and in, ball 1.
Coming into tonight, last 3 games, 8 RBI for Max Muncy.
20th pitch of the inning upcoming from Zephyrjon. And Muncy sprays it to left field. Freddie's going to score. Bobbled and left by Ward. Pages is going to head to third. Dodgers are within 1. Well read by Andy, taking the extra base. Muncy stays on first. It's now 10-9.
Muncy going the other way after a great play by Ward and another heads-up play by Pages, as you described, Stephen. Pages kept his eyes on the ball the entire time, did not put his head down, but kept his eyes on the misplay in left field by Ward, which allows him to get to third base.
Now Kike Hernandez, who has reached 3 times, including a home run. He's reached 4 times, I should say. Single, homer, walk, 3 runs scored for Hernandez. Dodger Stadium on its feet. Zephyrjon has the hand and mitt to the ear because he can't hear the pitch come. And now time taken. Hoffy, the catcher, going out there with umpire Alex Tosi. It's a 10-9 ball game. The Dodgers trying to rally here in the bottom of the 8th. All this happening with 2 outs. Freddie Freeman singled. Andy Pages singled. Max Muncy singled. First and third for Kike. Here's the pitch from Zephyrjohn. It's in the dirt, ball one. Back-to-back innings, the Dodgers had 2 outs and nobody on and found a way to score. 1 more to tie. That run's 90 feet away. Go-ahead run on first. The pitch. Kike stays away from ball 2. Momentum building back toward the home dugout. The decibel level rising at Dodger Stadium. And now the 2-0 pitch. Kike takes again. That's ball 3. Kike takes a deep breath, taps the plate. He digs in and locks in. On 3-0. He was watching all the way, and Zephyrjohn has strike 1.
Kike has seen a lot of pitches. Last 2 at-bats and a couple of walks.
The 3-1. Kike takes again. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Well, here's the pressure cooker. 10-9, bottom 8, 2 on, 2 out, a full count. Here's the payoff. Inside, ball 4, load 'em up.
After Kike's home run back in the 4th inning, 3 consecutive walks. What a fine job by Kike prolonging innings and also making sure that his eyes are sharp enough to swing or not to swing.
The bullpen door swings open down in right field. Ron Washington making a change. The bases are loaded for the Dodgers with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. They are down just 1.
With the warm weather, it's a great time for a remodel. Update your bathroom, put in new flooring, even a new kitchen. But sometimes what really makes
breaking news only.
Kick off summer with Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. Plus, get up to 40% off select major appliances and save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/28. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Time to reseed this lawn. What's the difference between fescue and Bermuda?
When you stop at Golf, one thing you'll never have to think about is the fuel you're putting in your tank.
Maybe zoysia seed is better.
So you can concentrate on other things.
I mean, how many types of grass seed can there be?
And with the Golf Pay app, you'll get exclusive offers like 5 cents off per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay. See app for details. Golf, it all starts here.
He pitched last night, 1 inning through 11 pitches, 9 strikes. It was not a save situation, but of course Kenley knows save situations. 454 in his career. Inherits the bases loaded and 2 out. The Dodgers trail by 1. Michael Conforto fouls the first pitch into the Loge level. Strike 1.
Pretty good swing right there. Conforto last out against Jansen last night. Fly ball left field. Could not catch up with a cutter.
Conforto 1 for 2 tonight. A walk, a hit by pitch as well. A single and a run scored. The 0-1 from Kenley. Conforto swings and fouls. Strike 2. A wild 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 8th. 3 straight singles from Freeman, Pajes, and Muncy, and then a walk from Kike Hernandez. 1 run across. Tying run 90 feet away. Go ahead run in scoring position. Conforto down 0-2. And now the pitch. A bouncer to the right side. Rengifo over. And he throws Conforto out to end the inning. But the Dodgers get back to within 1. It's a 10-9 game as we move along to the 9th.
When you want Dodgers,
Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies the same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
It's time for MLB Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Host a local event and give kids in your community a chance to compete in the Pitch, Hit, and Run finals at the 2024 MLB World Series. Sign up for free at pitchhitrun.com.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation. Trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you, committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
Top of the ninth is sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Then call 1-877-CARS-4-KIDS now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. You know that's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Alex Vesia takes the ball for the top of the ninth. He's going to try and hold the line. The Dodgers have scored in 3 straight innings, and they trail the Angels by just 1. It's 10-9. The first pitch to Rengifo is a ball upstairs.
How big is this inning for Alex Vesia? Especially if he gets 2 strikes. You've got to put hitters away, especially the first guy up right now. Give your offense a chance going into that 9th inning.
Swing and a miss. A fastball at 91 beats Rengifo. Here for the Angels, it's Rengifo, Lugo, and Adele. 6, 7, and 8, barring a pitching change, or excuse me, a pinch hitter. So we're going to pop foul back over the net. 1-2.
You said 1 and what? 2. It's put away time.
That's something the Dodgers couldn't do in the 7th. And the Angels scored 5 runs. Eight Angels reached, in 6 of them in 2 strike counts. Vesia misses way high with the heater. 2-2 now. On the 2-2, Rengifo swings and fillets one out to the right side. Freddie Freeman backpedaling and makes the catch on the very edge of the dirt. So a pop out for Vesia. 1 gone in the 9th.
That's how you bury a pitch inside. That's a good put away there by Vesia.
Now the center fielder Matthew Lugo. Rookie's had a nice little start to his big league career. Hits in 7 of his first 8 games played.
A lot of extra base hits.
Oh, yeah. Like a double tonight. Ball 1 inside from Vesia.
That gives him 5 extra base hits and 20 at bats in the big leagues.
That's called slugging.
Carlos Beltran, very happy. His uncle.
Now Vesia's 1-0. Taken for a strike.
And Carlos will be the general manager, in fact, for Team Puerto Rico, World Baseball Classic.
The pitch. Upstairs, 2-1. A lot of former big leaguers involved in the upcoming WBC, and has the baseball world abuzz in advance of March of 2026.
Including Paul Skeens and Aaron Judge, Team USA.
Bess is 2-1 to Lugo. Caught on a miss, strike 2. Angels 10, Dodgers 9. In the 9th inning, the Dodgers will have 8, 9, and 1 due up against Kenley Jansen. On this 2-2, Lugo stays alive with the foul ball. Now, the scheduled hitters are rushing Rojas and Ohtani, but Ha-Seong Kim has the look about him down in the dugout right now, and he would be ready to pinch hit for Miggy Rowe and have 3 lefties against Kenley. Another 2-2 from Vesia, and Lugo pulls it down the left field line, and it hooks foul. So then it would be rushing Kim and Ohtani, but Alex Vesia has to get them there and keep this deficit at 1.
All those options become more viable if he gets down there exactly the way the game is right now, by 1 run. More things to move around. Is Kim better option for you to run or to hit among them?
Vesia will try another 2-2, and Lugo hits it high in the air, deep to left field. Conforto, he's at the wall. It's gone. Another extra base hit for the rookie Matthew Lugo, and a huge insurance run for the Angels. 3rd home run for Lugo. Another home run of Alex Vesia and the Dodger bullpen. It's now 11-9.
Lugo making no secret of the fact that he is handling big league pitching more than efficiently here in his early going. 21 at bats, 6 extra base hits tonight. RBI double against Kershaw, and now we see the big home run here against Vesia.
One out, nobody on in the top of the 9th. The Angels push their lead to 2. Now Joe Adell. First pitch swinging high in the air. Playable in center for Kike Hernandez. He's camped out, and he makes the catch just left of center. 2 gone. Kike earlier hit a home run. It's the best drive of the game presented by Edmunds. See how much your car is worth at Edmunds.com. Correct me if I'm wrong, as Kevin Newman digs in, 2 outs. Last week in Arizona, Alex Vesia came into the game. First pitch to Newman is called strike 1, and he gave up multiple home runs to the D-backs. That allowed, I think at the time, that made it 11-8 Arizona.
That included a Gurriel home run and a Marte home run.
And now it's 11-9 against the Angels. Newman swings and fouls strike 2 back into the net. So, again, I'm stretching here like Inspector Gadget or Stretch Armstrong.
We're trying to get to.
Well, I'm just saying the last time Vesia was in, he gave up a home run to give the opposing team 11 runs. The Dodgers eventually came back in the 9th inning to take the lead and win the ball game.
Keep stretching.
Yeah.
And keep hopeful.
Nothing in 2 on Newman. The batter with 2 outs and nobody on in the 9th. Solo home run from Lugo makes it 11-9 Halos. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Muncy on a backhand. The throw to Freeman is on the money for out number 3. But that 1-out solo blast could be a massive insurance run. Time will only tell. The bottom of the 9th is up next. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Dodgers.
Breaking news.
Kick off summer with Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. Plus, get up to 40% off select major appliances and save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/28. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
This exciting world champ clinching moment. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. You're listening to LA Dodgers baseball. On top of the mountain. On the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Bottom of the 9th inning, the Dodgers trail the Angels 11-9. Dalton Rushing leads off against Kenley Jansen. The first pitch of the inning, Rushing swings and is popped up just beyond the infield. Neto going back from short on the second base side of the bag. About 30 feet back, he makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out for Jansen, who is trying to finish a 4-out save.
And Kenley Jansen says to the youngster, meet my cutter. Not get extended at all.
Jansen working on career save 455. 350 in Dodger blue. Pinch hitter here for LA. Will Smith takes the place of Miguel Rojas. Can he get on for Shohei Ohtani? 11-9 the Dodgers trail. Alex Vesia gave up a solo home run in the top of the inning. First pitch from Kenley. Fastball top the zone. Strike 1. This would be the first 4-out save of the year for Kenley Jansen, back in his old home. The 0-1, Smith tries to check his swing. He fouls strike 2 into the net. One out, nobody on. Bottom 9. The Dodgers have 2 more outs left. Jansen misses low. 1 ball and 2 strikes for Smith. Dodger pinch hitters have been really successful this year. It's a trend Will is trying to continue. Pitch clock violation called on Kenley, so the count will square up 2-2, and Kenley motioning on the mound seemingly to Logan O'Hoppe. Let's pick up the pace.
For a guy that usually is very slow himself.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Smith swings and it's fouled away on the right side. I think we're working on the longest game of the year. 6:10 start. Here we are at 9:42.
You might be into something. Make a count.
Another 2-2. Smith with another foul ball. Kenley shakes once. Now is ready. Settling on to the mound for his 10th pitch of the inning. It's fouled over the net once again. So Will Smith battling with the former Dodger closer. 701 career appearances for Kenley Jansen in blue, now wearing red. Here's the pitch. Smith with a base hit to left field. Shohei Ohtani will have a chance.
There are scenarios that you hope for in games like this because so much has happened so far. A combined 28 hits and 20 runs. And here's the scenario. You have power at the plate. Now you have speed at first base. And a wonderful at-bat by Will Smith. As you mentioned, pinch hitters do a fantastic job for the Dodgers this season.
Hyesung Kim will pinch run for Smith. Tying run at the plate in the bottom of the ninth. The Dodgers down 11-9. It's Ohtani against Kenley. Here we go. First pitch, hit in the air, drifting foul on the third base side. In Ohtani's career against Kenley Jansen, he is 0 for 6 with 4 strikeouts. He has walked twice. Kenley settles in, and now the 0-1. A bouncer to second. Anderson goes to second, and Kim is called out. It was sort of a shot put delivery from Anderson to try and get the speedy Hyesung Kim as the lead runner. And the Dodgers will not challenge.
And the other thing is, Kim went head first on a play like that, which meant he left his feet earlier than he would have had he gotten in and slid in with his legs.
So Shohei drops to 0 for 6 in this game. He is on because of the fielder's choice. And now the Dodgers down to their last out. Mookie Betts will be the batter. Mookie 0 for 3 with 2 punch-outs against Kenley lifetime.
I want to hear you scream on the count of 3, 4, 2, 3.
Mound visit complete for Kenley and the Angel infield. Time to dial up some Mookie magic. 11-9, the Dodgers trail. Tying run at the plate in the bottom of the ninth, but 2 out. Ohtani runs for second. The pitch home to Betts misses downstairs. Shohei into scoring position. Angels were indifferent to his run because it simply does not matter.
Well, it's a good move because it takes away the force out on any tough play for the infielders where you cannot go the short way. And then look who's on deck, so it has no meaning whatsoever on what Kenley Jansen does approaching here Mookie Betts.
Now some confusion on the mound and in the batter's box. It looks like they calling a balk. Yeah, they calling a balk on Kenley. So Shohei's going to go to third base now. Ron Washington is going to come out to have a discussion with the umpires. Kenley just had one with Alex Tosi. It's a brief chat between Washington and Tosi. Whatever is left of the crowd of 50,000 plus on their feet. The 1-0 to Mookie. Outside.
I saw Kenley before. I said, you know what, just go ahead and take third. He's done that before. He's pointing at Shohei.
The pitch. Mookie hits it hard left center field, but Lugo tracking it to the warning track, and he makes the catch to end the ball game. So Kenley Jansen completes his first 4-out save of the season, and the Angels clinch the series win here at Dodger Stadium. They win a weird one by a final of 11-9. This is the first time the Angels have taken a series at Dodger Stadium since July 23rd through 24th in 2019.
And this is the first time in 12 starts by Clayton Kershaw against the Angels that the Dodgers lose a ball game. And it started with Kershaw having a very tough first inning.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, and it's no surprise. Same-game parlay from Bet365 just
And put 5 on the board, especially by really mastering the 2-strike approach and driving the baseball. Dodgers put up a fight, 15 hits, 9 runs, but not enough when your pitching just does not allow you a chance to go out there and catch up time after time.
11 runs on 13 hits, 1 error, 7 left on by the Halos. The Dodgers 9 runs, 15 hits, 1 error, 11 left on. Reed Detmers gets the win, his first of the season. Kirby Yates, who left with an injury, right hamstring tightness, he takes the loss, falls to 3-2. Kenley Jansen, his 8th save of the season, 455 now in his future Hall of Fame career. It was the longest game of the season. Dwayne McDonald does confirm that. 3 hours and 37 minutes to ultimately see the Dodgers lose the series to the Angels. They'll now try to avoid the sweep at home against the last place Angels. Tony Gonsolin will get the ball against the lefty Yusei Kikuchi. So that's going to do it from here. Tomorrow, the series finale. The coverage kicks off with Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck at noon. First pitch at 1:10. Up next, you know what it is. It's the Navian Dodgers Clubhouse Show with David Vassay. So on behalf of Jose Mota, our MVP, the producer and engineer, Dwayne McDonald, and the stud in studio holding it down, that's Colin Yee. I'm Steven Nelson saying good night and farewell from Dodger Stadium, where the Dodgers lose to the Angels 11-9.
When it's game on, it's time for Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo's. The triple play of flavor. With meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
We want to remind you that every time the Dodgers win, Cars for Kids wins because we're making a donation. And you should too. Donate that old car to Cars for Kids now. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today, and they'll pick up your car as soon as tomorrow. It's the quickest, easiest way to get rid of your unused vehicle. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. That's 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. Remember, that's Cars with a K.
I can turn my passion into a career.
I can get hands-on training for my dream job.
I can be ready for the in-demand careers of today and tomorrow.
Learn by collaborating and exploring when you enroll at a California